What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I know 2 live streams in 1 week. Crazy times happening. Like I said, I'm trying to carve out some time to do more of them, guys. I know a lot of you enjoy them. I enjoy doing them when I can. I was able to make some time twice this week at the sacrifice of content in the mornings. It seems like that's going to be the thing. On days when you get a live stream, you may not get a full-length video in the morning because my mornings have to change in order for me got to do this in the evening. So there's a reason the live streams got sacrificed for a long time. It's just something I had to go, and that's still kind of the case. So we're trying to make time for them. So we got the double format going again. For those that want to watch vertically, you can. For those that want to watch traditionally, you can. Chat will be combined, as far as I know. At least on my end, it's combined. So I appreciate you guys showing up. We're gonna have a nice old chat. We got almost 70 people in the first minute. I appreciate that. Hit that thumbs up on the way in. It does help. Why affordable niche fragrances are the best value, because in the $50 to $80 range, you can get a lot of really good stuff. It's just spend a few dollars more than the Middle Eastern fragrances, and you can get some original stuff that a lot of stuff's beastly, especially if we're talking Mancera and Montal, but certain Aqua de Parma lines, Molinard, for example, you can find in $40 to $50 range for all kinds of great stuff. It's just so many brands. I mean, if you want to spend a little more and get in that low 100, you can get into Vertus. They just, you got a lot of options. As far as what I'm wearing today, I went back to the well. 9 p.m. night out. Really feeling this one. Good stuff. Definitely agree with some of the feedback I saw from others about it could be in the 1 million line, because it's kind of got that, the way I describe the slight bubblegum sweetness is kind of like a stick of juicy fruit. Wrigley's Juicy Fruit, the yellow one. The way the apple and dragon fruit start to settle in after a little while, it kind of comes across that way when the spice starts coming in, like cardamom. But I got to say, as it dries down, it's shocked me at how much earthiness I get from patchouli. Like, you start getting some cedar, and then a little bit after that, this patchouli sets in, and it's kind of got a little bit of a dirty earthiness to it. Gives it a little bit of an edge to go with that tonka bean sweetness and the toffee and everything. So this is good shit. Let me be the one to tell you, not just everybody that went to an event and it's doing the launch, that I didn't know was happening until I just started seeing the show on social media. So let me be the one that's not at the event to tell you it actually is good. So I can't guarantee everyone else telling you it's good really believes it's good, but I sure as shit think it's really good. And a lot of places are getting it. I know Fragflex and Fragrance Buy, they have stock in a couple of days. It's up on the site where you can click to notify me. They have stock coming in a few days. I know Joma Shop has, I think it's coming in a few days. I don't think it's currently in stock, but you can get a tester or full presentation. I'm sure the tester has a cap. If you go to Afnan's website, they got samples and discovery sets and shit now. So the Middle Eastern brands are learning. For those of you that saw my unboxing video, the box is really freaking nice to go with this awesome bottle. They are like, they're listening. They're stepping it up. I mean, I get it. When people hear Middle Eastern brands, they want to spend $20 fucking dollars on it. I'm gonna wait 6 months to get for 20. That's great. For 50, it's really still good value for like something like this, because it's a really, really nice presentation, and the bottle's the coolest it's ever been with this coating it's got. So I'm just saying, you could wait 6 months and see how cheap it's gonna get by all means. But if you don't want to wait, I mean, you could do so much worse for $50. You really could. I ain't got no skin in the game. You ain't got to click my affiliate link. You can say fuck me and go shop without me making $1. I'm telling you what I think. So with that said, needless to say, I'll have quite a bit to say in the weekly rotation. I'm probably not going to wear it tomorrow. I'm going to switch it up because I have been spending a good bit of time with it the last 48 hours. So I want to switch it up a little bit, but probably going to wear some affordable niche of some kind tomorrow. I don't know. We got 100 people in the first 4 minutes. I appreciate that. Hit that thumbs up if you don't mind. But let's get into these comments. We'll randomly talk about the topic throughout. As you guys throw questions at me or something pops in my head, we'll discuss. You know, it's not like a hard press, got to stay on topic the whole time. It's a live chat. Things change in a live chat. We roll with the punches. Sin of the day, Alexandria 2. Excellent, excellent choice. Super mass appealing. Born to stand out, drunk lovers. I've never tried anything from the brand. Good to see you, though, Jason. Montrese, my guy. Good to see you, sir. Dan, not the man. ATH Red Fever, quickly becoming one of my favorite rose fragrances. I need to try some of Aaron's newer stuff. He does great work. Got to give it to Aaron. He's a talented perfumer, man. Everything I've ever tried from him was really good. I've never smelled something that I thought was just kind of okay. Like, really good to like out freaking standing. Especially like ATH Homme. One of the better like clean, musky irises possibly ever. That was like the first 9.75 I think I ever gave out. The Bishop, Jared Miller, had sent me a travel size of it, which I still have. That stuff's phenomenal. Jeremy, good to see you, sir. Ibere, shout outs to Nigerian John Omas. We are currently in Ibere perfect weather for sure. Kara, good to see you. Show some love. Exactly. Gold Prestigium, which I still need to get. I know she's been on me about getting this one. There's a few other people that mentioned of the Prestigium line that it's kind of their favorite. So that's high praise considering Black Prestigium's in that line. So I have to check it out. Born to Stand Out, Mary Jane, which to my surprise has been a hit with the ladies. Hashtag in Ross I Trust. Hashtag my sensei. Good to see you, sir. Good to see you, Mr. West. Kenneth, good to see you, sir. I'm assuming Amouage. No, Fragrance Du Bois and Xerjoff today. This guy is kind of big on Amouage, is what I've learned. So I was expecting another Amouage combo. Fragrance Du Bois, New York Intense, great stuff from them. As well as Xerjoff Ether. I've never tried that one. Let's see what we got here. Guerlain L'Homme Ideal Extreme, nice and earthy with a little bit of plum tobacco, and then signature almond. Good shit. Fall of Phaeton, great 1-2 punch. Excellent choices. Guerlain L'Homme Ideal EDT, back of the L'Homme line. The original, man. Nobody gives it enough love. That's good stuff. That's what started that beautiful line. Liquid Brune, got a little clone action from Marcus. Good to see you, my man. Was Invento Albane Noble. I've never heard of this one. I'm going to take your word that it's good. I have no idea. Never tried it. Alan Fitch, good to see you, sir. Aqua de Joe Absolute. Dare I say one that probably should still be in the line. I don't know why they discontinued it, but then again, I don't know why they discontinued Profumo. The most fabled Aqua de Joe. Essenza got discontinued. You know, arguably the best one they've ever done that's so true to the original's DNA. Profumo adds a lot of smokiness, and I still think that's the best one, but as far as the one that smells the most like the original with crazy performance, Essenza, right? I don't know. We'll see what that new, which one is it? Eau de Parfum Intense. We'll see. I mean, it's going to be good, but is it something we needed is going to be the question, right? Good to see you, sir. First time I got to miss a live. Hey, it happens. Taking Taekwondo class, enjoy it. Go enjoy your Taekwondo class. Definitely go learn something. Go learn you something. Have a good old time. Newt, good to see you, sir. Herod, good choice. Good choice. You know what? That's a really good fucking choice, Newt. I'm going to steal that idea for tomorrow. Oh, that's a great choice. Yep. That's a great choice. So I don't forget, I'm going to put my bottle to the side. It's going to be nice and cold over the weekend. More cold front blowing through. I mean, it's still cold. It's just going to get colder. I'm glad you were wearing that today, sir. Not the most affordable niche like I was thinking of going with tomorrow, but I haven't worn that yet this season. I am now. Good call, Newt. Hawas Fire, great stuff. Fruity, peppery, aquatic. Beau de Jour, beautiful masculine stuff. That I might wear Sunday to church. That's a good option. It'll be really, really cold Sunday. Because you know, it's usually like 85, but never below 60 here in Florida. Yeah. Idiot. Saturday, as the wind blows on through, we got a high of 38 with a low of 23, and then Sunday morning it'll be in the 30s when I go to church. So 45. So the weekend, be nice and cold. I mean, that's still some good Herod weather tomorrow, right? High of 63. I'm gonna wear it in the evening. We might go to dinner. So yeah, man. Yeah, right now it's 53, feels like 51. Not the coldest, but still nice and chilly. So yeah, Beau de Jour. I might have to wear that. I'm not going to dig for that one too. That one I got to move around a little bit more. Mercedes-Benz Club Black. Excellent choice. Has anybody seen has any discounter got the Eau de Parfum yet? I mean, it's been out for a little while, right? Anybody seen it anywhere? I'd love to get it. I don't want to pay retail for a Mercedes fragrance. I'm not willing to do that. I still haven't got my Bad Boy Cobalt Absolute in. It's still taking its time. I got Hawas London coming tomorrow. Bad Boy Cobalt Absolute should be in tomorrow if they don't have any more weather delays. So I should have those two to be able to do for the weekend. Fingers crossed. Got got a tooth I'm getting pulled tomorrow that's been driving me nuts. It's a filling that cracked a while back that I never got a crown put on. Shame on me, it's my own fault. It's kind of been a pain in the ass. So I went ahead and had the wife make an appointment. I'm getting the son of a bitch pulled on. It's like I'm this long way back here. Not a molar, but it's like, so I'm getting a tooth pulled tomorrow. So instead of doing content in the morning, my appointment's at 10. So I'm make sure to get a good meal in, go do my cardio and everything, get a good meal in. And then I'm getting a tooth pulled. So ain't gonna be no cardio, ain't no content in the morning. So if my face isn't too fucking swollen, we're gonna do just like we did the new 9 p.m. in the afternoon 2 days ago. We're gonna do Hawass London tomorrow afternoon because I'm hoping to still go to the gym and train. Good thing is, just in case I am a little swollen, I won't go on camera if the shit's bad. If it's a little noticeable, we'll talk about it. I'll just say, hey, don't mind this. This is why. But if it's like poof, maybe I don't get on camera. But if I do get on camera, I do have some ratio high protein yogurts that I just so happen to buy 2 4-packs of. So I still get my protein in tomorrow. It'll just be a shitload of yogurt. But what was I going to do? I was going to check and make sure that it is coming in tomorrow. Let's see. So this, yes, supposed. I don't know if it's gonna make it for Tennessee. Maybe not. Maybe not. They might have lied to me on their Hawass London. It's in Tennessee. I don't think it's gonna make it here tomorrow. So maybe not. I don't know. Maybe not. We'll see. But yeah, if anybody knows where to get Club Black EDP, let me know. I'd love to grab it. Ignite Oud. Hey, still right here. I debate on wearing it all the time. I end up going with something else. It's weird how it shakes out. Man, I appreciate y'all being here. Look, there's no point in doing a live stream if nobody wants to come talk to me. Right? So. Mole. Why are you following me? Moel. I think he meant Joel. But all right then. John, good to see you. Been a while. It hasn't been a while. Good to see you as well. Dumont Nitro White. I haven't worn that in a long time. Mr. Matrix. Good to see you, sir. Diorum Sport 21. Boy, when it warms up. That's the best one. That's the most versatile one. 17 and 21 really stepped it up with versatility on Diorum Sport. Like, they got big shoes to fill if Kirk John wants to do a Diorum Sport. Because we're kind of due for a Diorum Sport. I have faith in him creating a banger here. Because it's based around woods and elemi. It's kind of the core of what Diorum Sport has always been. Woods, some kind of citrus, and elemi, usually elemi. Minus the one time in 2012 they did iris. That's probably the next one he's going to do. Because we're due. The last one was 21/22. So if we get one in like 27, 5 to 6 years roughly, because it was made in 21, but shipping issues, we didn't really get it till 22. That's why it's kind of 21/22. So I wouldn't be surprised. It's not a rumor I heard. It's just based on the timeline kind of thing and how often they reformulate Diorums. I think that'll be good. I do. Keep on scrolling. Everybody's chatting. Yes. Usually it's Randy sends me decants. What's the last one he sent me that it's like I still don't have them on my list to get a bottle of? It's an aquatic. It was really nice. It was a really nice aquatic. I forgot which one it was. So decant might be right here still. D'Ambre, which I have a bottle of now. It might not be over here. Triple aged Absolute Aventus, Tobacco 28, Aqua Fahrenheit. No, it's not that. Artisan Black. No, it's not right here. A little bit of Delphinus that I got left. No, it's not right here. But I've tried 2 or 3 of them. I can't remember the names off the top, but I remember the aquatic one being like, I need to get a bottle of this, and I never got around to it. Still need to get Dolce Melodia, speaking of. So Spiro. I've never even heard of this. Never heard of this. 9 p.m. line. Oh, Hawass line. Loaded with home runs. I bet London's going to be fantastic. Very confident. Very confident London's going to be fantastic. They don't miss. Black is my least favorite one, and it's a really good fragrance that smells kind of like Hachivat with a little bit of like the lemon top of lemon bergamot top of Club de Nuit Intense Man. That's how I view it. If you were to take a Hachivat and put kind of the top note of Club de Nuit Intense Man, not as synthetic, obviously, the higher grade. You get higher grade oils here, but versus I'm off anyways. Yeah, I would definitely go Hawass line. I think overall body of work, much better than most. Both have been busy lately with the releases. Absolutely. Well, 9 p.m. line, we've had 2 in the last year. Hawass line, we've had 13,000 in the last year. Realistically, like 7 or 8, something like that. It's been crazy. It's been crazy. Counting the women's Hawass releases, it's been like 7 releases or 8 releases, something like that. Just waiting for my 9 p.m. Hope my sample isn't broken like yours. Yeah, that sucked. It was a 9 p.m. Rebel sample that was shattered. The glass was completely shattered in the box. So, I mean, it's all good. I have bottles of that, but I would have put them in the mystery package if they'd have been okay. That's the kind of random samples I get. They get piled up, and I put this kind of stuff I put in the mystery package. Sin of the day, Azaro EDP Intense, the most wanted Intense. Good to see you, sir. Well, you're watching the vertical screen. There's 2 going on. You don't have to watch that one. You can watch the traditional one. Go to my page. You'll see 2 live streams. The top one's the original format, landscape, and the second one is vertical. You can do both formats. So if some people prefer to watch vertical streams because I guess it's a way to compete with TikTok. But most of my audience isn't a bunch of fucking TikTok kids. If you watch me, you like more in-depth stuff and very much my raw personality, not the on God bro, things are cooked and whatever the fuck stupid shit they say. I don't review like that. I don't do the stupid overspray videos where I don't do any of that TikTok content with them little kids. Because if you're under 25, you're a little kid. I don't care. You can hate me. They can hate me. I'm cool with that. But it's the truth. So that's obviously why they do this. Like I have it pulled up. I had it put to the side before. This way I can see when I'm in frame and not. But I got both views right here for me to see feedback. And I'm assuming that's the only reason they do that. Because people watch TikTok lives. And that's the format you're going to watch a TikTok live on. Because they have GIFs now that are only through that specific vertical format. It's clearly to compete with TikTok. So. But again, I don't have much of the same audience that watches TikTok. Like a few of you, we get on TikTok, right? But do you like the fragrance algorithm on TikTok? I know I don't. There's only a few people I like on there that like their main things, TikTok. Only a few that I'm like, that's my boys. Outside of that, it's like, man, swipe. Get me off this algorithm. We don't relate. We don't gel. We don't jive. Swipe. That's how I feel about a lot of them. Not the same kind of fragrance content. There is different fragrance content, guys. Man, that is something. So by Christmas, that's hilarious. So the rep that I used to work with at one place that's now at Joma Shop that I told you about before, I was literally talking to this evening. And he brought up the 48. Maybe, obviously now is not the time, but we got to. So spoiler, there's a Parfums de Marly 48-hour sale this weekend. That's the guys. I said, dude, I'll never do those. I'll never do it. I said, I can tell you a lot of the audience, it's laughable because they're like, oh, look, the shills this weekend, they're all pushing Parfums de Marly. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So I was like, I said, look, I know y'all make a lot of money from that and there's sales that are generated and there's a lot of shallow audiences that'll do whatever this person tells them. I said, I get it. And maybe I'm the idiot, but I also understand the perception of a lot of my core audience. And I agree with that perception. I said, it's just not optically good. That's the joke is, look, the shills are pushing this weekend. So it's like, dude, I'll never take part in that shit. I said, it sounds like Joma Shop's still doing the same old stuff. So I'm good. I said, I'm good on taking part. I'll keep linking through YouTube when they got the cool stuff in stock. I said, but outside of that, I'm good. I'm cool. I'll pass on that. I'm not interested in the optics. I don't want to take part in that. Because I've literally been told by a lot of people how they view that. And it's like, I get it. I can agree with it. I've never been interested in taking part in those 48-hour sales. Now, on occasion, I get a little weekend sale with a Sauvant Garde, but that's once in a blue moon. It's specific for me with a code for me. It's not a bunch of people doing it at once. And it's not tied to one specific brand's on sale. And you know what I mean? It's like, here's a thing for you and your audience to do. That's a little different, So that kind of shit, sure. I'll do that like twice a year, and it's just me doing it I'm the only affiliate with them doing it that weekend. You know what I mean? They do it right, in my view. Don't do everybody at once doing one brand pushing. It doesn't look cool. It just doesn't. But hey, what the fuck do I know? Maybe like I told him, maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I got it fucked up, or maybe I'm the only smart one that's going to have respect in the end. I don't know. But then again, there's trolls that'll look, respect you shill. We going in today? Y'all want to go in a little bit today? We could always have some fun with that. Boy, y'all having a good old time chopping it up. I haven't had one directly to me in a minute here. Nah, man, it won't be that bad. It all depends. So what I did learn is the 1 to 2 week thing is a pre-order item. They're trying to bring more attention to that is a pre-order item. If it says ships in 1 to 2 weeks, it is a pre-order specifically. The stuff that's a few days, ships in 3 to 4, ships in 5 to 8, that's different. That's still risky in my opinion. But the ships in 1 to 2 weeks is pre-order items. Was what was told to me today specifically. So that is some valuable information to share. So I hope you get it in like a week. You never know. Not everybody has problems, but it depends on the item, really. Pegasus exclusive, so good. And look, Pegasus was really good, but adding the oud to it, making it a little animalic, that's really good shit. I still need to get a bottle. My decant, I had an 80 ml decant. That has been long gone for years, man. It's a really good fragrance. Speaking of parfums, Marley. Yeah, they really have been, dude. But that's why, like, the main topic we're going to go in and out of here today is the real value is affordable niche. That's your real value. Look, sometimes they'll have some similarity to other things, but they're not like straight up dupes or heavily inspired. And like, depending on the brand, depends on what kind of, and also the type of fragrance, on what kind of performance you're going to get, but you're going to get higher quality ingredients. Even with synthetics, you'll get higher grade synthetics and a lot of original stuff too. A lot of storytelling fragrances, histories de parfums, like it was mentioned earlier, those aren't that expensive. And those are storytelling niche fragrances. And you can get a lot of those in the $70, $80 range, you know, on up to $100, some even cheaper than that. Sometimes you can get someone for like $50. They got some good shit out there that's affordable niche. Everybody just wants to get these $20 to $50 fragrances, and there's some gems. There's some gems, don't get me wrong, but it's like, man, spend $20 more in that bracket, that $50 to $80 bracket. There's a lot of good affordable niche out there. There really is. Some storytelling experiences if you really want to expand your palette. And then just some super massive peeling monsters that are more original than they are inspired by anything else. You got that kind of way, the beginner ouds and stuff like that. You know, they got all kinds of shit. That's why I want to shed a little light for all the clone talk we've been having lately. It's like, let's not forget, affordable niche is still like home run territory. Really, really good. Like, you don't have to get super expensive stuff to get some quality niche products. Let them know. I agree. The ginger and lime combo is really good. I've always, from the start, thought it was underrated. Not yet. I will get it. I went to buy it from Sabina last week, and they were out of stock. I got around to, let me go get it, and they were out of stock. A lot of the ones I wanted to get from them overseas were out of stock. So I guess I'll grab it here in the States in the next couple of weeks. But I've heard it's super, super, super minty, just like the description said. Royal Tobacco from Amouage. Watch out now. Speaking of Amouage. And I can't get down Royal Tobacco. It just doesn't speak to me. It's got kind of this like burnt hair kind of thing. It's like a really burnt tobacco, at least on my skin. I know a lot of people love it. It's very much an acquired taste. I just haven't seemed to acquire the taste for it. I know a lot of people love that one. I'm sure you do. And it, like I said, I'm not going to knock the fragrance. It's definitely me. I'm of sound mind to know when I don't like a fragrance, it's me, not the fragrance. It's my taste in particular, you know. Bois Imperial, that's another great brand. Under, $100 and below, you can find like getting Essentials Parfums. They just have so much available. But Bois Imperial specifically, probably their most popular fragrance. Seamless Soul, excellent choice. Excellent choice. I'm 100% Mancera in that situation. I just have there's a reason I have more Manceras than anything else. The second most I have is Montals. There's just so much really good value in there. And look, not everybody feels that way about Mancera and Montal. I'm very much a fanboy, though. They've never cut me a check or sent me a bottle or nothing. I've gotten a couple of bottles from like retailers, but never from the brand or anything like that. But really, literally just a few, like Intense Cedrat Boisé, Tonka Cola, maybe. Oud Tobacco from Montal. That one was sent to me years ago. When that released, but only like maybe 5 out of like 80 fragrances. were sent to me between Montal and Mancera. I bought a massive collection of those fragrances. I think so. Yeah, it's still really good, dude. Don't let anybody in these forums detour you saying watered down and all that nonsense. It's nose fatigue. They're still monsters. Every batch ever has been a monster. It's a more chemically synthetic bubblegum aquatic with a little bit of spice. It's really mass appealing, man. Up close, it's going to smell cheaper and synthetic, but out in the air, that's where it works its magic. Agree completely. Hawas is always worth it. Crystal light and water, for those of you wondering. Yeah, you can't go wrong with Hawas, man. The original is still fantastic. Really, really good stuff. Never heard of this. Another one we're in Berry. Falconero by Tiziana Terenzi. I've never tried this one. Tiziana Terenzi. Low 100s and below. You know, Orion doesn't get a fair shake anymore. Their version of Aventus, very leathery and a little earthy green. It's I find a little bit more dressy than actual Aventus because that added earthiness, that enhanced earthiness to it. Stronger leather accord, because there's a leather accord smell in certain batches of Aventus, even though they don't have a leather accord listed. Whereas this straight has that. I think it's suede. It's either leather or suede, something like that. Pretty good, man. Pretty good. It's a softer fragrance, like it's not in your face. And I guess maybe because it's not a screamer and super crazy beast, that's why people don't want to give it a shot. But if you don't mind stuff like that, it's actually almost a little regal kind of take on Aventus. Orion's really good. It just doesn't get a fair shake, probably because it's not as strong of a fragrance. But the profile I find is a little bit more refined. In some ways, better than Aventus. In some ways. I won't say it's better than Aventus, but for certain situations, yeah, certain situations it's better to use. Lovers by LV. Pricey stuff. Good to see you, Candace. Welcome. 40 knots. You damn sure can't go wrong there. That's good stuff. One of my favorites from Xerjoff. Let's see a favorite video of your favorite iris forward fragrances. I've done that a few times, sir. A few times. You just got to search TLTG Iris. I've got countless videos featuring iris fragrances. Naomi, good sir, Iris Cendré is seriously underrated. I've never tried this one. Iris Cedre, which I believe could be, no, it might be on the shelf. From Evanescence is really good. But I got Quiricukama right over here, and then my personal favorite, God, the lemon and cedar is so freaking good in this. Combava Cedra from Evanescence. You can get this low 100s from discounters. Man. Sharp cut, fresh cut into a sharp lemon with a bunch of cedar, like 3 different cedars. So freaking good. But they have a really good iris wood fragrance, Iris Cedre, which is probably right behind these sneaker boxes that are right here. So those 2 sneaker boxes, that pile of fragrances right there, it's in that pile. That's a really good iris, woody iris fragrance too. But as you know, EDP, you can never go wrong with that. Club de Nuit Sillage. Silver Mountain Water, massive fan, especially considering the price. Very different than Black Prestigium. Well, yeah, I'm sure it's not the same. Just like Pink Prestigium, I'm sure is very different as well. No, not today. Figured I should give my other fragrances some love. Yeah, you normally wear them watch. Journeyman for work for tomorrow night, though. Hell yeah. Nice, dry, smoky, juniper aromatic. Oh, yeah. Earthy tobacco. I never tried that one from Carna Barcelona. Good to see you, though, Nathan. I have several, yes. And I tell you what, Spectre Chill is all that you've heard from people. It is. It's right here. I've worn it 7 or 8 times since it came out. It's a spicy mint twist on Pacific Chill. Doesn't have all that apricot and heavy musk. Dior Sauvage Elixir, tomorrow's office day. So Boss Bottled Absolute, both good ones. Nishane Nefs is elite. City Rhythm 8641 is fantastic. What a lineup. All 3 of those are fantastic. Good alternative to Herod is Essential Parfums Divine Vanille. Close scent, and it's the same perfumer. I've never tried that one. Price range is right with Essential Parfums, too. It's below 4. Shit, Montrese. Well, Royal Tobacco will knife through that for sure. Wanted Tonic's my favorite freshie to wear in the winter. It's got decent performance, too. 1 Million Elixir earlier, and then Stronger With You Intensely. Nice and sweet. 1 Million Elixir, not crazy sweet because of the wood and the rose. It's still sweet. It's still 1 million, but less sweet. than something like a Strong With You Intensely. So I'm doing well. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Yeah, man. Club Black EDP. I need that one. They have it. See, I don't mind buying from them. Let's see what the timeline is. It just depends on the timeline. That's what'll detour me. No, I don't want a discount. Well, here we go. Club Black EDP, $54. Want it by Friday, January 30th. Choose next day shipping. Well, I ain't gonna do that, but they got it for $55. Let me hurry up and check out because I know how you assholes are. Y'all just found out you're gonna screw me. I'm serious. I know how y'all are. Oh, wait. Michelle's code is always active. Hold on. Let me not forget. I believe Curly10 will save me 10%. You're welcome, Michelle. Nope, code's not valid. Maybe she's not working with them anymore. I don't know. I've used it in the past, though. But yes, let me buy that right now before y'all sell it out. Y'all have done this to me on live streams before. No, I would like to go to the other account. Yes. Review order. Standard shipping. I don't need it in a hurry, super rush. I'll take the package protection because you never know. It'll be $66.42 out the door after taxes and shipping. I'm good with that. Correct address. Place order. Text the wife. Mark 6682 PayPal. I'd buy fragrance real quick. To talk after. The gentleman that works for Joe Shop now. I've got a voice message back. Said live. We'll have to talk after. Oh. Actually, you'll enjoy this. I'll do your lot. We're live with me doing this voice message. I was like, guys, y'all seen anybody with Mercedes-Benz Club Black EDP? I've been wanting to get there. Like Joma Shop has it, so I just bought it from Joma Shop. So see, I'm still putting y'all over. In wrestling terms, I'm still putting y'all over. But yeah, I just bought Club Black EDP. Hey man, make sure that gets out quick if you don't mind. Yeah, and we're talking about it live. If you don't mind, that way we can get this review rolling. Talk to you after live. I know people. I don't work with Joma Shop, but I've been having established friendship / work relationship with him for years. So when he was when he left the one place and was in between, we stayed in touch. And I was like, man, just don't go to Joma Shop. Well, actually, I'm going to Joma Shop. I said, fuck. I said, well, we ain't working together no more. And he stays until he keeps trying. Like I said, I'll still put him over for certain things, but man, you gotta watch it with them. But if y'all want it, I mean, I'm not putting my affiliate link or nothing because it's not that fucking serious. Joma Shop's got it. I paid $66.82 out the door, and it's in stock, available for immediate shipment. That's the ones you want to buy right there, guys. So I might want to skip down, but thank you for letting me know, Newt. Newt's a real one. That's one of the many reasons Newt has a wrench, ladies and gentlemen. Newt's got the fuck around and find out icon. That's what that is. As does Mr. Vircher and Kara, and then we got a few others. Scrolling down. So, guys, I see you, Mo. We're going to be skipping down because I know I'm way behind in the chat. Yeah, I see the Joma Shop has that. I see everybody piling. My man, Kix Griffey, Arabiat Prestige, Cole Opulence. Yak Mob, good to see you, my guy. I have not heard of this particular fragrance from them. Timbo Slice. You need to be careful lifting after getting that tooth pull. Don't get a dry socket. I mean, I get it. I'm gonna keep. I drink. I still drink. I know what you mean. Look, I've had a molar pulled that was cracked years ago, and I know not to get the dry socket for the healing. I appreciate you. Just in case I didn't know, I appreciate you looking out. But yeah, I know. But I hydrate. I bring a 1 liter smart water with me every training session. I drink 1 liter of water while I'm training. So I keep my mouth will continue to stay moist throughout the training. So we're scrolling down. Again, I apologize. I'm going to be skipping a lot of comments probably. So, here we go. Usually like 90% of the stuff you like, but am I wrong? It does smell pretty alcoholic. And I don't think so. From opening the box, I found it very, very citrusy, really strong. A little bit of that coconut sunscreen kind of smell from the tiare flower and a little bit of the coconut smell. I have a different experience than you do from it. I literally got it put to the side right here for when the cool front's over so I can wear it again. I quite like it. Hey, we can't have winners between us all the time, man. I quite like it. Maybe if you let it sit a little bit, but again, it was fresh out the box. I liked it. It worked fine for me, you know. Have you tried the original? You might feel that way about the original too. Might be that profile. X Vetiver is amazing, dude. Amazing. That's why I put it in the thumbnail for the topic. I'm a firm believer in that one. That's about as good of a beginner citrus vetiver as money can buy. And it's like right around $60 for 100 ml. It is so good. The Ambroxan's well done. It's not super chemical smelling. So good. Jumped off TikTok and now I get everything from WN. I'm not sure what WN is. I love the raw honesty and realness when it comes to fragrances. Helped me a lot in building my collection. I appreciate that. Look, a lot of people can't stand me because I'm like this, but this is who I am and how I am. And look, I understand not everybody's going to like me because of it, but those that do like me, going to be really loyal because you recognize real is the old saying, right? I don't get much more authentic in this space, guys. I'm not going to put myself over as the most authentic, but I'm one of, because it's an ego thing. You're like, I'm the man. I'm not going to do that shit, but you're going to get what I really think all the time. And sometimes there's going to be some potty mouth shit and kind of burying people. And sometimes I'm putting people over. It all depends. But you always get my real thoughts on everything all the time. Again, that's why some hate me. That's why some love me. But at the end of the day, you got to respect it. You got to respect it, right? Anyways, let's get back to these. How does French Riviera compare to other freshies? Oh, it's not powerful like red tobacco. Cedrat Boisé is not powerful like red tobacco. Intense Cedrat Boisé is. French Riviera is a very laid-back, chill fragrance. I would say above average performance, not a beast. It doesn't need to be. I think it'd be obnoxious. Honestly, this one's stronger. The clone is stronger. This one's a beast, which I hope works out for my boy that was talking about it a second ago. I hope it works out for you. Hopefully it settles out for you. Old style bottle since September. Oof, damn. Jay, good to see you, sir. My resident smartass is here. Good to see you, man. So I'm trying to catch a few things on the way down. No, I don't know when it's going to be released. I'm going to get it, though. That's one I might pay retail for. I don't have it yet. I've heard it's super minty. I went to buy it from overseas the other day, and it was sold out. It's a little bit discounted from some of the overseas places. So, Sony Wave. I haven't worn that in a while. I need to remember to pull that one out. We have more than that. We got 160. That's how far back I am in the chat because we got 163 right now. Shit. Good to see you, Bishop. But I need to remember that one. Graham, good to see you, my guy. So, guys, I need to skip quite a bit, apparently. I'm super far back. Super, super far back. Nah, because there's a fine line with doing the guns. Shout out to Hickok 45, the legend, though, man. You want to watch some good gun content. That's always been the man. Hickok 45. I've been watching him for years. I don't watch as much content, but when I see him pop up and I'm maybe interested in the firearm, not necessarily to buy, but it's like, ooh, I bet that's cool. I'll watch the video. Nothing like a Hickok 45 video. Any of you who know of him, if you're into guns and you watch YouTube, you know who he is. Or even if you're not really into guns and you just kind of, sort of, you know who he is. When the live stream becomes your enemy. Yeah, there you go. Scrolling down. Again, super, super sorry I got to skip so much, guys. No, I have not. I have not tried that one from them. I haven't gotten one from them in a little while. The last one I got was Jean Bray, which is basically like niche Dior Homme cologne. It's not as gingery as you would think. Scent Rush has testers for 40. There you go. It's better than what I paid, and there's no cap to worry about with that bottle design. My man. Toomey Kinetic, that's a good one. Oh, man, that's good. The whole line's good, but there's some that are better than others. Obviously, I would say 19 Degree, Dusk, and Continuum being the top three for me personally. That's like really good. Maybe good, maybe shit. That's right. Sometimes maybe good. Oh, Whatnot. I got you. Man, check out Resented. Check out Resented, man. Great platform. You don't have to worry about getting scammed and shit. It's very heavily monitored. Carl's got some good shit going with that, man. I believe in it. I'm on board. Oh, we actually made it to the bottom. Shit. Okay. Maybe this. That's what I'm saying. It might be the profile because it's pretty accurate. It's more citrusy, and I think it's just the way the balance is with it being a higher oil concentration. You would think citrus would be lower. It's actually higher. But it may the OG is superior quality, but not so much more. I mean, it's better oils overall. It's better better grade synthetics, higher grade. But you may not like the profile. It may not agree with you because it's like every bit of 90% accurate. I think it's pretty accurate. Other than a shift to the way the citruses come across at the top, it's more citrusy. Yeah, because honestly, I hate to tell somebody not to try the original in this case, but I have a feeling based on how much I enjoy this one and how pretty accurate it is to my favorite fresh Mancera. I hate to not recommend French Riviera to you, but you might be wasting money on it if you don't find any joy in this one. I don't know if you'll like the original any better. I mean, I would naturally want to think you would like the original better, but how much better? Are you going to feel justified at the like $100 it costs from discounters? Maybe skip it. I hate to say that, man, because I love French Riviera, but it's not going to be for everyone. It's not for everyone, man. I hate to say that, but it's God's honest truth. Might be a waste of money for you to pursue it. See how you feel in a month and try it again in a week. Try it again 2 weeks after that. If you still don't like it in a week, wait 2 more weeks. Give it time, see if because it will settle and macerate more. It'll change a little bit. It won't be a drastic change, but that might be all it takes for you to just sit with it. And don't even just do a test spray and just start sniffing it up close. Give yourself an opportunity to just give it a couple of sprays away from your face and just go on about your day. Just commit to, I'm gonna wear it today. Fuck it. Just give yourself a few sprays. Don't do nothing crazy, 3 to 5, nothing wild, and just go through your day and see how you feel at the end of the day. Not based on compliments you get, just how you feel as you smell it through the day. When it hits you with a reminder like, hey, I'm here. Because it's strong, it will do that. And if you keep it away from you, you won't wear out to it as quickly, so you'll get those reminders. Try that. Wait like 2 weeks and try that. Maybe it's like, holy shit, it grew on me, man. I ended up loving it. You were right. Or it's like, man, I still don't like it. But honestly, I think that's a route worth taking to give it one real honest try in a couple of weeks. And if it's not for you, it's not for you. Shit happens, man. Chalk it up to, hey, at least you spent $40-ish, 45, I think is what it is, versus the 100 from discounters for the original. It could be worse. Sorry for the loud. I know that's loud on the mic. I'm sorry, guys. The brand, yes. Specific fragrances that I want to try, like Wave Child, not yet. Because I really like Fragrance World Atlantis. I really need to try Wave Child because the clone's really good. And I guarantee you Wave Child's way better. Way better. Elysium Porum EDP or O Intense. So O Intense is going to be a little bit more of a challenging fragrance for you. I would say go with every version other than the O Intense first. All the other ones are the mass appealing ones that you're probably going to like, that the girls are going to like, your old lady's going to like, you can get compliments from. The O Intense is more of the niche lovers version. It's got a damp, wet laundered basket of clothes kind of smell to it, sour rhubarb. I know that sounds terrible, but it actually provides extra charm while still being based around the same note profile. But it's the challenge of the group. Don't let that be your first Elysium. Don't let the O Intense be your first Elysium. You're going to swear off the other ones that are super mass appealing compliment getters that I guarantee you'll like. You know, go with any of the other ones. The blue bottle, the other blue bottle is the way to go for you. Don't start with the O Intense. Don't do it to yourself because you may hate that. There's a real chance you hate the way that smells on your first try. That's a sample first fragrance for sure. I actually quite love it. I love that about it, but you may hate it. I could see where people would hate it. It gets a lot of criticism because it's not what the other ones are. They tried something different, and I love that. I love that they did that. It makes me love it more. I have a clone of it even because I was so interested in seeing how Fragrance World actually pulled off a really close dupe of it. I was impressed. Very similar experience. Maybe try the Fragrance World one. And if you like that, then yeah, because it's actually really close. Imperium Intense, Fragrance World. Trust me, you'll see the bottle and be like, oh, it's that one, because they ripped the bottle off. Try the clone first. It's really close. It's not the same quality, but the profile is really close. I'm surprised they did that. I looked at the notes. The chili pepper seems to be the only real difference from the cardamom that the previous version had. Is it really going to be that different? Did it really need to be reformulated? It wasn't popular. It's really good. The original Lanouit L'Homme EDP is really good. It just didn't get any popularity. I've been having it for years. It smells just like, and I mean just like, the black bottle, Dolce & Gabbana, the one EDP Intense, the black bottle. They smell like the same fragrance. And I prefer the Lanouit L'Homme one a little bit more. So, like, that's a redundant, super redundant purchase to have those two. But I wonder, like, I'm going to need to try it. Like, I'm going to go to a Sephora and try it. I'm not going to just buy that one. Because if it's, like, pretty much the same, I don't wear it enough to warrant having two bottles. But I definitely need to try it. Shit happens. Don't sweat it, man. I know what you meant. Honestly, I'd like to see Liv win it. You know, I'm definitely behind Team Liv here. But with Roman winning, being the rumor, it's like, now's the time to do it with Sammy. But, I mean, they're not going to put the title on Sammy, so there's no point in Sammy winning the Rumble. They're saying Sammy's going to be the runner-up to Roman. It'll be him and Roman as the final two. I don't know. I'll tell you this much. All the rumors about Jericho, I'm really hoping that's the case. Because if there was ever a time for Jericho to come back, it's at the Rumble because of his countdown. It's the perfect time to do it. So, fingers crossed. I hope so. But nothing crazy on predictions. AJ Styles trademark is redoing his trademarks for the Phenomenal one and all that stuff. So what that tells me, I've already fantasy booked some things. He's going to show up in TNA to have one more match with Frankie because he means it. This is his last year, but he's wrapping up at the Rumble with WWE. It's just going to be his last year in wrestling, not in the WWE, not just the WWE. So I think, because there's a rumor he shows up at AEW Revolution, and Kenny Omega's on the path to facing Max for the title at Revolution. And I think my dream scenario, and I think this could be a reality, or some semblance of the way this shakes out, being the booking. Kenny, crazy match with Max. Kenny wins the title. He's talking to the crowd to send them home like he always does after a big win in a pay-per-view. And the footage from when they turned on AJ and kicked him out the Bullet Club from New Japan plays on the screen, and everybody freaks the fuck out because that can only mean AJ is about to walk out. And then AJ's new indie music plays because AJ is going to retire this year, but he's got receipts and old, like he's never faced Will Ospreay. That's got to happen. Ospreay's going to be back by the summer. He's got to face Ospreay. He's got a receipt for Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks that needs to be paid from 10 years ago. That's the perfect, easy story that's just waiting for him to do it because he almost went to AEW in 2019. He was supposed to be the big surprise for the debut of Dynamite. That was almost inked. So he's going to go to AEW, and that's the ideal time. They are working it to where Kenny's looking like he might win that belt. And that's the way, obviously, it kind of spoils the surprise of the mystery of whose music is that playing, but if they play that footage. But it's to show, this is why I'm here. I didn't forget, you son of a bitch, how y'all turned on me. Because he was leaving New Japan to go to WWE, so they turned on him when he dropped the title. And One Wing Angel and the Bucks super kicked him, because him and the Bucks, before the Elite, it was AJ and the Bucks running the trios stuff everywhere, doing the triple team moves before Kenny and the Bucks. So they have the perfect built-in story ready to go for it. I'm super excited for what AJ's year is about to be. Get the fuck out of WWE. Get the fuck out of there so you can go be AJ Styles again. Oh, y'all about to see whether we get that. I mean, I'm confident we're going to get that story. Whether it plays out exactly how I'm saying or not, I don't know, but it's going to happen. So one way or another, that story is going to happen. That's the waiting to happen, never finished story with him and them. But this year with AJ Styles is going to be crazy, pun intended, phenomenal 5-star matches and stories because he learned so much of in-ring psychology from WWE. He was starting to get really good at it in his indie run after TNA with Ring of Honor and New Japan. But when he got to WWE, he really learned the storytelling and in-ring psychology of how WWE works. So now AJ Styles has never been more complete than he is now to go back into that world. Oh, you see how I'm excited I'm getting? I'm a huge AJ Styles on the Mount Rushmore mark. He's modern day Shawn Michaels for me. He always has been. I'm a big AJ Styles guy. So this is very sad for me, but he's going to go out better than everybody. His retirement year is going to be the best one ever. Can't wait. And I haven't been watching AEW a whole lot because it hasn't been exciting me much. But AJ Styles shows up, I'm glued. I'm glued. Yes. So that's more what I'm concerned with. Have a banger with Gunther. Like, keep him retiring, people. Who cares? Get the fuck out of WWE, AJ. Go do that. Go do those things. I can't wait. That story will be paid off. Mark my words. Mark my words. I think so. Absolutely. Even though it's called Night Out and it's totally a clubbing fragrance kind of profile, you totally wear it. I've been wearing it during the day. Absolutely can. I mean, Cedrat Boise, Amberfull. I mean, Mancera's got you covered in that aspect. Amberfull is actually really, really, really good. It's kind of like Tygar and Bois Imperial / Ganymede had a baby. Similar accords to make the hybrid, but not the same notes. Because you got yuzu as the citrus. You have the green, slight woody, metallic kind of thing going, but it's not grapefruit and spices. It's yuzu, so it's lemon. It's a little different, but the accords kind of blend together the same. It's almost like a hybrid of a Tygar / Bois Imperial style. And Sarah Amberfull, phenomenal. Fresh enough for the summer, dense enough for the winter, with the right amount of performance that's right below being a beast. That's a really good one. You can get it for about $80-$90 these days. Outside of AJ, outside of Chris Jericho, I really don't think it's going to be. I saw a thing showing that, like, the Hurricane's going to make an appearance. Shane Helms, who's an agent backstage and out of shape. Apparently the Hurricane, there's a hurricane coming through. That music's going to hit. That's stupid. I hope they don't do that. Brock Lesnar confirmed on Pat McAfee that he's going to be in the Rumble. He's hilarious, though. I know people feel a certain way about him, but he's like, hey, you still doing that stupid fucking podcast? He really is funny. I bet he's hilarious to hang out with. Because them two idiots drink beer together and shit. I'm sure. Imagine being a fly on the wall with Pat McAfee and Brock Lesnar drinking beer. And Stone Cold like they did after Mania. Bet that's fucking hilarious. But I don't think there's any real big surprises, honestly. I mean, I saw a picture of Nikki Bella on the plane. Who cares? I'd like to see Bianca. I hope the finger's like really severe. Obviously, I got a little insider information on the Bianca injury, and it was like really, really fucking bad. Everybody hears finger injury and thinks, oh, it's just a finger. Like, can't lift nothing at all with the arm, like debilitating. So I hope everything goes good with her, whether she gets back in the ring or not. But to have her go to Mania to take that title off of Jade, since Jade came to WWE, that's what we've been waiting on, her and Bianca. You know what? Naomi was right about you. And I can't wait for that story. So I'm hoping Bianca shows up. And if Bianca shows up, that's who I'm picking to win. But if Bianca doesn't show up, I'm going Liv. I'm going Liv Morgan all the way. But outside of that, I think that's about it. So fingers crossed with Bianca. That would be the biggest surprise for me besides Chris Jericho and the men's. Really good stuff that I've only tried Neon Sport, though. Number 4 Neon Sport's the only one I've tried. So I really can't weigh in on the brand as a whole. Haven't seen you in a while, though. Affordable cherry. Nothing comes to mind that's really affordable. All the cherry stuff I like is expensive. I agree. I've always been that way. I have always been that way. Excellent pickup, Ricky. Excellent pickup. Yeah, and look, in certain instances, you might be get a few bucks lower than that for a tester, but then you don't get the cap, But, I mean, then that's one of the few 10 out of 10s I've ever gotten. Solar Blue's fantastic. Fantastic. That's so good, dude. Good pickup. Soft live stream clap. Excellent pickup, dude. It kind of is. And look, it can come across a few different ways too. It's kind of a funny note. It can be sharp. It can be bitter. It can be juicy fresh. It can come across a few different ways. It can come across sour. It all depends. I don't, nothing really is a skin scent from the start, though. I did like kind of an odd question on skin type, skin scents. On skin type scents. What do you mean exactly? Skin type scents. Can you elaborate? Because that really doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Bodacious isn't super expensive, but still, that's not a cheap or affordable fragrance, man. French Defense is definitely far from an affordable fragrance. Discounters, you're going to spend high 200s, low 300s, usually low 300s. I mean, you're listing them, but they said affordable. You're listing the elite stuff, the expensive shit I was talking about that I like. The elite cherry fragrances. That's probably 1 and 2, you know? I haven't tried the new Code EDP. I have the old Code EDP. As far as for an everyday, so YSL Loam and Imagination, very safe, very fresh. Loam's timeless. Code EDP I don't see as being a great everyday fragrance. It's more of an evening scent, situationally. I mean, if you want to look at it, what it's ideal for. I mean, you can wear anything during the day. Depends on if your taste is typically Imagination and Loam. I mean, how do you feel? I mean, I know it sounds like a boring answer, but have you ever spent some time with Blue de Chanel EDP? Because it's an icon for a reason. It's like the king of that shit, of everyday fragrances. Just saying, it's going to be pricier than, not pricier than Imagination, but it'll be pricier than Loam, but you get good performance. It's high compliment factor. You can do every fucking thing with it. It works for everything. I mean, it sounds like a boring answer, but it's an icon for everyday wear for a reason, man. Probably the number one. You know, just throwing that out there. Food for thought. Eternity Aqua. Been a long time since I've worn that one myself. Jacques Foth. That's a great brand of affordable. You can get those very affordably too. Yeah, a lot of times Fragrance Net will run crazy sales on them. Yeah. Ooh. Fig me up, man. Speaking of rhubarb, it's sharp, but the plum and fig, it's more plum than fig. So juicy, fruity, and then you got like this tree bark type of woodiness with some green elements. I think like cypress is the green element in there. Oh, fig me up is so good. And somebody asked me the other day, is like, isn't that a women's fragrance? I'm like, where'd you get that nonsense? They said on the Mancera side, it's listed on the women's fragrances. I was like, mind blown. What? That is not a feminine fragrance to me. Unisex at best, but I think it leans masculine because of the woody green earthy elements. I mean, the opening's very fruity, but it's also got that sharp rhubarb. But man, that's a beautiful fragrance, man. Fig Me Up is so good. I'm not going to say God rest his soul because he fucked up bad, but he was excellent at his job. Terrible human being, as it turned out, but he was excellent at his job. Yeah, the way that rhubarb comes across, that was very sour, a little damp, like the way the notes combine. I have not. That's a good cherry. I would consider that the most affordable of the bunch for sure. It's very sweet though. Very sweet. You can get that one for around 90, 100 ish, maybe 80 if you're lucky. But Guerlain L'Homme Ideal Eau de Parfum. That's really good cherry almond. Definitely sweet. Leans just a tad feminine, but not lost cherry kind of feminine. Not like heavy florals. But yeah, it's really good. That's a really good one. I don't know why that one didn't pop in my head. That's probably the only one I would think in that under 100 price range. That's really good. Everything in the line's good though. Rouge Smoking X Straight. Cherry smoke's pretty good. Electimus Caspian Cherry, which really isn't that much cherry. Kind of a misleading name. I don't get a whole lot of cherry out of that. My bottle of French Riviera to come in. Is it comparable to Y EDP? No, it is not. Not even a little bit. They smell absolutely nothing alike. The following, my collection's gone from 50, 60 plus bottles. I thank you, sir. Well, don't thank me for spending all your money. If you want to thank me for like you took my recommendations and they worked out for you, that's awesome. You don't have to thank me for that. It's just our tastes are similar. This is what that amounts to. Because I mean, some people buy my recommendations and it's like, man, this ain't it. I've had people like fuss me and scold me, not realizing we're different people with different noses and might have different taste. But usually, when it's like what you're saying, it's we have similar taste. Is what it amounts to. We like a lot of the same aromas. I have some like oddball skin chemistry where certain things smell like rotten eggs on you and stuff. That's a thing with some blue fragrances and stuff. So for some people, I know I don't experience that, thank God. But man, I'm glad it works out for you, man. Never tried it. I've heard good things though. How are you, sir? I'm assuming since it's two of them, it means you became a member and then you upgraded. Does that sound right? Let me scroll up. All Star, and then maybe before that was the baseline? Or did it just put it twice? Huh. No, it just put it twice. That's weird because it got you on here twice. Oh, I don't know, because it's showing both. Like this one's the vertical and this one's the regular. That's weird. But welcome. Go vote. Click my channel name, go to the channel page, and go to membership. And right below the most recent private live streams, member streams, is the vote. You can vote in the All-Star tier. You won't even see the Hall of Fame tier. It won't show up for you because you're not in the tier. But right now, because I haven't bought the fragrances yet, so I'll give y'all till the end of the month. Get 2 more days to finish making your vote. But just to let you know, Dior Homme Parfum is running away with the vote. So I just want to let you know. Actually, if you don't vote for Dior Homme Parfum, it won't even matter, honestly. It's like running away with the vote. Like, it's wild. Let's see. Just to tell y'all the percentage membership. Yeah, Dior Homme Parfum has 61% of the vote, only 31 votes so far. But yeah, 61% of the vote. So you can vote for Scandal Intense or Million Gold Elixir or Toy Boy 2. Which Toy Boy 2 I wore this week. Stellar spicy fragrance. But it ain't going to sway it. So pretty much just know you have a shot at Dior Homme Parfum, the new version, 75 ml. The second spin, I haven't decided what it's going to be. And then third spin's always a mystery package, samples and decants and stuff like that. So welcome. Member stream is usually first weekend of the following month. So first weekend of February. So let me look at the calendar real quick. Just give you guys an idea. So probably I usually do them on a Sunday. So probably the 8th. Either Saturday evening, the 7th, or it depends on what I got going on Sunday. So it's either going to be Saturday the 7th, the evening, or during the day on Sunday the 8th. So welcome, though. Yeah, man. Kurt doesn't get enough love. Eddie, too. Eddie got really good at the end of his career. God rest his soul. Eddie got really good. Sean, though, man. I'm sorry. Greatest in-ring worker ever. Greatest babyface of all time. Babyface heel. Like, God that was able to just be super at both. He could make the audience feel. Nobody could make you feel bad for him like Shawn Michaels. He was so good at that. Yeah, they really haven't given LA Knight his due. Favorite 3? I mean, nothing goes over Triumph of Bacchus. I got both the original and the X-Straight. They're both phenomenal. You don't need both. But Adonis Awakens is still up there. It's a beautiful rose fragrance, masculine rose fragrance. And then I always seem to I'm toss up between Birth of Venus and Danye, because Danye is a beautiful blonde wood fragrance, and it's kind of the base DNA for a lot of his newer releases. But man, Birth of Venus, the freshness, it's like a fruitier, fresher version of Adonis Awakens. Really love that one. It's marketed for women, but it's totally unisex. I love Birth of Venus. So I'll probably say Birth of Venus at number 3. Not really, no. No, it's no. Eternal Wood kind of has a little bit because it has a little bit of Oud for Greatness, but even then, not really. It's like a Savage Elixir meets Oud for Greatness, Eternal Wood. But no. People throw Aventus and Savage and BR 540 around like crazy, man. It's. I agree. Braun's getting it. And him and Jacob fought too. They're kind of the future of the company where it stands right now. Opulent only lasts like 4.5 hours max. Am I doing something wrong? It's probably just your nose wears out to it. What do you mean? Are you doing something wrong? There's not a wrong or right way to spray a fragrance on your skin, dude. It's just skin chemistry and nose fatigue. What you seem to have either a high absorption to it, or a certain level of sensitivity to it, where your nose wears out within a few hours of it. But it may only last like 4 or 5 hours on your skin too. So the last part, don't ask people stuff like that, dude. Am I doing something wrong? Of course not. Of course not. Are you spraying it on your skin? You're doing the right thing. If you're just spraying your clothes, which a lot of people will tell you to do, that's sure it'll last a long time because it can't absorb into a cloth like it does your skin and your body, but it will not develop the way it was intended because perfumers create perfume to be sprayed on skin. God's honest truth. And there's people that'll argue with me that just don't know better. I don't know it all, but I know enough to know that because I'm very good friends with a master perfumer. They're to be sprayed on skin. So, I mean, as long as you're spraying it on your skin, you ain't doing it wrong, dude. It just comes down to nose fatigue and skin chemistry. And maybe that's just what it is for you, 4 to 5 hours, you know? Not that one, no. Ombre Tobacco, I've been told 1,000 times. What a weird-ass profile picture. Is that you burning? Is that what you expect to happen in the afterlife, you burning in hell? Is that what that's a picture of? Are you forecasting? That's what came to mind, so I said it. See how I roll? No, I haven't tried it, but I've heard Ombre Tobacco I would like. I still haven't gotten around to that. Oh, man, good to see you, dude. Good to see you. Yeah, I never tried the original, and I probably never will. I'm super excited. Supposed to be here tomorrow. Fingers crossed. I don't think it's going to be here from Tennessee that quickly, but it's saying it will be. So I don't know. I haven't tried the new version of Colonia Club. I have the old one that was like super mint. I haven't tried the new one, though. But is it any good? Is it any good? Because I got one from Fragrance World that's not good. Chaos. I don't like it. I just have it sitting here by chance. I don't like it. I think it's terrible. It smells like cough syrup. Like a lot of cherry fragrances do. Oh, and that's not a skin. Oh, you mean like smells like skin? But even that's like an ambery ambroxan kind of smell to me. Really strong. Fleur Missing Person I never tried. Not a perfume, so the non-noticeable stuff. Another 13 strong. That is not like not a perfume. Another 13 is fantastic. That's very good. And Soothing Zephyr, Paris Corners clone is really good too. The clone of it. Now, not a perfume. I haven't worn it in a long ass time. I have it. I don't really wear it. It's my Juliet Has Guns are, let me see that point, right, that line right there. Not a perfume's in that line. This Ex Vetiver that's on the front right there, right next to Birth of Venus. That's actually Birth of Venus right there. Speaking of molecule fragrances, gotcha. Island Dreams. Kids say the darndest things. Remember that show? It applies. Boston Scent Magnetic. That's a beautiful fragrance. Great choice, man. Great choice. Cherry Smoke. Yeah, it's definitely not cheap, though. I feel like you're dyslexic. Smoke Cherry Tom Ford. It's Tom Ford Cherry Smoke. Is your dyslexia kicking in? It's okay. It's okay. Everybody's got that thing. Affordable Niche Coconut Scent. Ooh. That's like really heavy on the coconut. Beach Walk. Mason Margiela. That's not really niche. I would call it mid-level, higher than mid-level designer. I would call it kind of upper scale designer. Not really niche, but it falls into that. Mancera Holidays is affordable. Coconut, juicy florals, some citrus. But a lot of coconut. Has that coconut sunscreen kind of thing going. It's our holidays. Strong. That would be a good one. Paris Corner Ophidian Black Cherry is good. It's a woodsy, smoky cherry. Dupe of Dazzling Cherry or something like that. I forgot I haven't smelled the original, but that is good. That's a good clone that's cherry. Ophidian Black Cherry from Paris Corner is really good. All three fragrances in that line are really good. Sweet Surrender Heidi has, and then Mango Bliss. I have that one as well. That's super cheap. You can't go wrong doing blue too. Purple Rain. Which fragrance is Purple Rain? Purple Rain. Oh, you mean, no, that's not the same. You mean the Andy Warhol clone. That is not the same. Definitely not the same type of fragrance. Like, I get where you could think that, because they both got a woody plum kind of thing going, but Fig Me Up's deeper, and Purple Rain is much more straightforward. It's oud, amber, a little bit of spices, and a whole shitload of plum. It's a spicier, juicy plum, much more woods. But I would say one's more strict to winter with Purple Rain, and one's more all around, minus summer with Fig Me Up, especially fall and like cooler spring. Daytime, I was about to type it in, like I didn't realize what you meant at first. Fun fact, I had messages from Kevin this morning. He's got another package heading my way. Some of his originals and a hybrid or something like that. So we got Essential Obsessions video coming up here in the next week or so. I appreciate that. Thank you. Well, it is really good. It's just super expensive, dude. It's the best performer. It's probably, I mean, the argument is it's the best one, but it's really fucking overpriced. I mean, if you're willing to spend it, I mean, you got LV Imagination. You're not afraid of spending $300 on a fragrance, because the retail is like $275 on the 100 ml. It's great. It really is. It's smoky, resinous, kind of leathery version of Bleu de Chanel. It's fantastic. Great performance. I like the Parfum more. It doesn't have the smokiness. It's a beautiful, warm, amber wood, lemon zest kind of fragrance, but even that one's super expensive these days, way more than what I paid for it back in 2018. But yeah, the new one, the Exclusive, yeah, it's phenomenal. If you're willing to pony the money, man, go to the department store, check it out. Try it on skin, wear it for the day, see how you feel. Because you can't get Chanel's from discounters like that. You're going to pay retail for that, for sure. So make sure you like it. Go sit with it for a day. And, yeah, if you like it, man, pull the trigger. It's great. It is. I think it's overpriced. That's why I don't have a bottle. I don't have to have it. Satoru Nui, good to see you. Cherry's very hit or miss. A lot of them do have that Robitussin smell, yeah, for sure. I appreciate you. E is one of my first 100 subscribers. E has been here from the beginning. Instead of just buy a couple bottles of that. It's still readily available and still very affordable. Do you think you'll go through 3 bottles with a decent sized collection of fragrances? Buy 3 bottles of that. Spend the $150, $180 range of 3 bottles. Get you like 200 mLs or something. Just do that. Don't go searching for an alternative when you could just stock up on a fragrance you love now while it's readily available and affordable. I know it's common sense that I'm throwing at you, but sometimes you need to hear somebody say the obvious thing that for some reason you didn't think at first. I'm not knocking you for it, but like, you need to hear this. Don't look for an alternative. If you have money to spare now, do that. If you got it in a couple of weeks, because it's not going to dry up in the next couple of weeks, do it then. Start saving towards, hey, I love this fucking fragrance. I'm going to buy myself a few bottles to make sure I have it, instead of looking for a version that's not quite it, that I'm probably not going to like as much as this. That's the truth. If you have one you love and you know it's getting discontinued, if you love it that much, make it a point to stock up on it while it's affordable and readily available. Because when stock dries up, you're going to go looking for something else, and you're not going to have the same experience, and you're going to be disappointed, and you're going to spend the next year asking people what's similar to, and you're going to spend money on something, not like it as much. You're going to spend some money on the next recommendation, not like it as much. I'm trying to save you from that. Trying to save you from that. That shit happens all the time, dude. That's a lot of people's go-to. Yeah, see, I don't even get any rose from it, too. I remember you telling me that not that long ago. Long time no see. How are you, sir? Royal Elixir. Static Olfactive. Beautiful, beautiful indie brand for those of you that haven't. Speaking of monster performing high levels and originals, it doesn't really use all that much high-grade synthetics. Mostly natural oils and shit. Crazy stuff from this guy. Crazy stuff from this guy. I mean, you can do the $4.99 elite tier. I mean, if you're out of the country, you're not eligible for the giveaway tiers, but for the base tier, it's $4.99 US. And you can hang out with us. You think we cut up here? You ought to see the private streams. Plus, we give away a bunch of cool shit. You get to see that. Some months, like holiday months, we have extra spins for both tiers. Give away some cool shit. Good to see you, sir. Been a while. Welcome, Mr. Terrence. Welcome, sir. Let me adjust that. I just realized I clicked the vertical stream. There we go. I clicked the wrong one when I had switched over. Put that back. Where we at right now? Hour 16. We're going to hang out for a little while longer. We still got some time. We'll do at least an hour and a half. So, Mr. Terrence made it to the Elite family members. We sure appreciate you, sir. Welcome. Welcome. You'll be able to hang out with us on the live stream, see what we give away, see if you're like, you know what, I want to upgrade to one of those tiers next month. Or maybe you just want to hang out in the member stream and get the use of the custom emojis and stuff, you know. So we're doing more live streams now. I'm trying. 2 in 1 week, that's hard to do for me these days. And we did it this week. We made it. That is solid. It's really not that much cherry, but that is a really good fragrance done by my main man, Claude Deere. I definitely haven't gotten it yet. I'm going to get it. Trust me, I will get it. Well, I did do a ranking of all my Dior fragrances. Type in TLTG Dior ranked. That video will come up. I did that last year. I haven't gotten any new Dior's since. So it's still the same fragrance, other than the new Dior Homme Parfum. That's literally the only Dior I've gotten since. But man, what a great brand. And then look, I don't have any of their private line stuff. I got all the Dior Hommes, the Sauvages, the Eau Sauvages, Fahrenheit Le Parfum. I've got all the Dior Homme Sports, old versions of Dior Homme, with a bunch of discontinued ones as far as Dior Homme. Man, they got some good shit. I do have Dior Higher Energy as well. Actually, that's another Dior I bought that's not in that video. It's a modern twist on an old citrus aromatic style, the vintage citrus aromatic style. That's actually pretty damn good. If you like those old school citrus aromatics, a lot of green to them. Not quite the Eau Sauvage style. It's like I said, it's more of that modern kind of bright freshness to it. It's got a brighter pop. There's a little bit of fruiting. I believe there's like a watermelon note to go with the citruses. So it's like really juicy in the top, but it's got some greens and some woods and some musk. Like I said, that old school style with more of a juicy top. But outside of that, those two, that video still stands. So yeah, TLTG Dior ranked. So check that video out. And I think that was while I was cutting either last season or season before. That was either my first season competing or my second season. It depends on the muscularity. If I look really skinny and shredded, it was the first season. It was a little bigger. Get ready. Monday we start cutting, by the way. 20 weeks out Monday. Coach was like, we'll start tapering. What the hell? So, I mean, I'm not going to be shredded in a couple of weeks, but I'm going to start coming down. I stayed very lean this offseason, but I put on a lot of size. I'm 30 pounds up from my stage weight, and I'm like 12% body fat. So, yeah. Loose skin, though. I fucking hate the loose skin. Hopefully going to do something about that here in the next month. Not surgery. Don't want scar, and that would stop me from competing. Too much downtime. But they have non-surgical things to tighten the skin and everything. So I'm going to see what I can do. It's out-of-pocket money kind of stuff because I'm trying to buy a house right now. I can't do nothing on credit or anything like that. It's not really expensive to do that kind of stuff. But, yeah, while we're still far enough out, just kind of transparent random thoughts I share with you guys, right? Speaking of, because it applies. Because you're going to look at me and be like, he's like got nothing to him. Because I was shredded for that video, if I remember correctly. It is a solid cheapie for sure. Never tried that one. Oh, that's double type. A lot of people's favorite, Stone Cold. Nikolai. Fig tea. I'm going to say I've tried that one. Sounds familiar, though. What's up, Ken? Speaking of Stone Cold, Stone Cologne. Aqua de Jo Elixir. Great release. With dry skin. I'll be damned, yeah. Yeah, man, I'm with you on that. I don't need nothing crazy. Now, look, if I'm going to be gone for the whole day, out and about, sure, I'll take something that's on the beach side, but I don't have to have it. It could wear out halfway through my day. I mean, it's not going to be the end of the fucking world. It'll be all right. Some people are just, I call them performance whores. It's the most important thing. No, it's not. The wearing experience is, how do you feel about what you're wearing? Do you like how you smell all throughout the day, or you only care about people telling you smell good? Because that's what the performance whores are all about, the compliments. Look, I like getting a nice compliment too, but honestly, I don't fucking care. I want to enjoy it. It's great to get a compliment. I'm not knocking getting a compliment. I like talking fragrance. You want to tell me I smell good? I want to tell you about my fragrance. And I can gauge how much your interest really is on how much I'm actually going to tell you about it. I can read people well enough to know not to overtalk, or over-explain. But you got to enjoy the wearing experience. It sounds like that's your focus, my man, my kind of guy. Not the X-Straight. Not the X-Straight. Just under that like button. Let them know. Really? You know what's even better? Just spend the $150 and get fucking Summer Hammer. Even better. Sometimes it's better to stop buying the clones and just get the original when they're relatively affordable. This is one of those brands I would say that about. Most of their fragrances go for about $150. The 50 mLs, I get it, but you don't need a lot of sprays. They're really strong. I got this and Sangria, and they're my two favorites. I have a clone. I had the Rayhan clone of this, and it's pretty good, but it's not good enough to replace this. Not for me. And what you're talking about probably is pretty good. It sounds like you enjoy it, but would you say it's good enough to not get this? And don't convince yourself to tell me. Do you really believe it to be? Do you really believe it? This is good shit. There's a reason this stuff's hyped up. There's a reason it's starting to get cloned. It's good shit. That's one of them brands that's worth the money. And they're not crazy expensive. They're on the upper end of what I would consider affordable niche. They're at the high end of it. Ooh, Sharon's Veil. That's a good oud fragrance too. They got a variety of ways fig comes across. Some are milky, some are soapy, juicy, some are bitter, some are green, some are woodsy. There's a multi. It depends on the formula and what supporting notes are with it, what type of fig oil it is. They got variety when it comes to fig, believe it or not. Saharian Wind and Cinque Terre. I would say, as long as you know going into it, Cinque Terre is very salty. Yes, pine needle green, saltwater aquatic with some citrus, very saltwater heavy. Saharian Wind, dry woods, aromatic, kind of has that desert feel to it, hence the name. Almost like a rosewood kind of fragrance. I don't even remember if rosewood's in it, but it kind of has that feel to it. If you're familiar with rosewood and the way it smells, kind of that element to it. Kind of got that tone. Not dangerous blind buys, but just know what you're getting into. Be familiar with the profile, at least just the thought of it. That way it's maybe not a surprise for you. Because if you just buy Cinque Terre and you see marine notes, you won't realize it's crazy salty, or you get Saharian Wind, you won't realize it's a dry, like home on the ranch, home on the range kind of smell. But it's a great daily wear, though. It's different from a lot of fragrances. It's very, very sugared. I wouldn't call it coconut done right, but it's just a fun fragrance. It smells really good. Have you watched anything I've done in the last 2 days? The answer is fucking no, you have not, if you're asking me that. You haven't watched either of the last two shorts videos for Sin of the Day. You didn't watch yesterday's video, the newest video. So since you I'm going to not answer. We started the live stream talking about it too. You haven't watched anything I've done in the last 2 days, is what that tells me, because that's all I've talked about. So if you're interested in information, please watch anything I've done in the last 2 days on this channel. And I'm fucking serious. You may not like that answer, but I'm sticking to it because I've done it. My content focus has been on that fragrance. Please support the channel by watching the fucking content. Thank you. Hot pepper reviews. Grow them. From Savannah, Georgia to Pittsburgh. My hot sauce chocolate plaque was on season 8 of Hot Ones. No shit. Okay, so that makes more sense because it looks like your soul is burning in hell based on the through the mouth and the eyes and everything. Like, nobody's going to think hot sauce with that. Just, at least I didn't. I thought he's forecasting to burn in hell. That's what, because it's the eyes and the mouth and everything. It looks like your soul is on fire, not in a good way. Congratulations, in all seriousness, on what you're telling me, but I mean, that was my takeaway from the Avatar. It's like, I don't think hot sauce when I see that. Never would have guessed, you know? But congratulations on the success of your hot sauce, man. All right, so we're going to scroll down just a little bit. I get behind so quick. Oh, Perfumedictos. So where was your previous comment? I'm trying to remember what you said. Now I got to scroll up, Mo. Son of a bitch. Okay. Oh, I was thinking Purple Rain spelled differently, and I thought you just forgot to spell it that way. No, they don't smell alike at all. That's cranberry and plum with woods and everything. It's not as juicy. It's specific fruitiness, but it's not near as juicy as the fig and plum and Fig Me Up. That's juicy. Super juicy, mouth-watering juicy. Yeah, not the same. Not the same. Now I know what you meant. Yeah, not the same. Both are stellar, though. Purple Rain from Perfumedictos. That's just fire. That is fire. Did I pass your comment up? No. I got to keep scrolling back down. I didn't scroll down enough. There we go. That's where you are. This live is 20 hours too late. I was scent sniffing today. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Hello from Peru. Hello, Zen Advertising. So hold on. Oh, it's doing a picture-in-picture. I'm like, what the fuck is FragranceNet using me? It's showing a FragranceNet ad, splits picture-in-picture, split with my live stream. I was like, what the fuck? I looked up. I'm like, I didn't authorize that. Ain't nobody paid me. What the fuck? Okay, my bad. I don't know how many you can't see it that way, I guess. Or I don't know. Maybe you did. That was weird. That threw me for a loop. My apologies. I got distracted. I don't really know of anything that smells like Virgin Island water other than clones, straight up clones. So nothing. One that's kind of similar to it, because like coconut daiquiri, that's straight up clone of Virgin Island water. Whether he wants to admit it or not, I told him that shit when I didn't even think that. How the fuck could you not? Have you never smelled Virgin Island water? I told him that shit when he was releasing it. What's it? Zimmer Parfums. It's amazing. It's very similar. It's heavier on the florals. It's not as sweet. What's it called? I haven't worn it in a while. It's amazing, though. It's kind of similar to it. Strange Paradise. This one. This. Coconut, jasmine, pineapple, hibiscus, vanilla, lang-a-lang, white rum, ginger musk. See, it's not exactly the same. It's a little different. It's similar to, but not the same. This is on par with the love I have for Virgin Island water. I just haven't worn it in a while. I have so much. I have like 2,500 bottles, dude. It's hard to it's easy to forget to wear stuff and hard to remember to wear stuff in certain seasons because I just got so much shit. But it doesn't smell exactly like it, but it's definitely similar to this. This is amazing. Yeah. That is amazing. Fig and cactus flower. That sounds interesting. Cheers from Indonesia. Pre-ordered new Afnan. Bought Brioni EDP because of your videos. Hell yeah. Brioni EDP is like a very apple fruity take on Fahrenheit. It's really good. Really good. Those Brioni line, that's all of them are good. Indeed. No, I haven't tried anything from them. Nor am I that interested. TikTok's wore me out on them. Everybody on TikTok they send all that shit to has made me not want them. It makes me not want them. Seeing all that shit. Because immediately I'm going to get stereotyped into the bullshit that you see on TikTok. That's how I feel. It's like I'm good. If it's immediately an overly used TikTok fragrance, it's which I have no desire to buy them anyways. They're actually relatively pricey for cheap dupes. They're not cheap. They're like $50 to $70 range. Most of them I've noticed. But I mean, are they any better than anything else? Like, is their imagination clone any better than any other imagination clone? You see what I'm saying? La Bamba by Carolina Herrera has dragon fruit. It's feminine, but I find it unisex. I wonder if it has a similar dragon fruit. Maybe. I don't find this feminine, but then again, I might not find La Bamba feminine either. Oh, yes, indeed. I love that one. It has made its way to the shelf, though. It's not right here anymore. Ombre Tonka is still right here. I wore it again this week. I need to do my review. I'm ready to do my review. But that is a very woody dominant vanilla. Just a little touch of spice. Explicit vanilla is fantastic. I think it's amazing. They got a ton of vanilla fragrances from Mancera, but that one's really good. Really, really, really good. Boss Bottled Intense. The EDP, I'm assuming. Can you recommend an Beast Mode Oud fragrance? You really want a Beast Mode Oud fragrance? Less is more with real oud. Less is more. Wafial Maslum. I'm trying to pronounce that. I'm sure I'm butchering it. Not really my thing, Beast Mode Oud fragrances. I'm not the person to ask. Not really my thing. I like oud blended well with other things, not where it's the main thing. When it's the main thing, it's eh. Now, one that is a beast that's probably not the price range you're thinking. I recently was gifted for my birthday, shout out to Tanner, with Nishane Mana, and that is outstanding. It's castoreum and oud. It's animalic and even a little fecal. It is fantastic. Fan-fucking-tastic, and it's a monster. But it's also like $220 from discounters. So there's one I'd recommend. I gave it a 9.5. It's amazing. Then it's a little bit of a challenge. It's elite shit to me, literally, pun intended. Celine Black Tie, I've tried it. Balls of Steel, good to see you, sir. Yeah, we got a couple new members here in this stream. Not really. I just wouldn't spray it heavy. 2 to 3 sprays. Don't go super heavy. You don't want to drown everybody out. They're not going to like that. Yeah, I would say 2 to 3 sprays. You'd be all right. Because it's strong. No, that's cheapy. That's definitely not a niche fragrance, Dylan. Long time no see. That's definitely not a niche fragrance. The car company fragrances, far from it. Mid-level designer type stuff. Yeah. As far as the where I would place it. It's a really good fragrance, spicy amber fragrance and woods and everything. I have it, but yeah, definitely not niche. Yes. Yes, they got a lot of good stuff. Ferragamo F Black, iconic cheapie. I have a box full of them. I know. Yeah, I never got down with Black Phantom. It never like impressed me to the point where I needed it. One called Phantom Noir, such a mysterious smelling scent, dark and alluring. Yeah, I've never been a huge fan of it. The last clone the only clone I ever really had was Black Widow from Duo, which was really good, but I was never compelled to get Black Phantom. I have had a 2 ml decan of it in the past, and while I can respect it, I'm just no. But I have looked into it, and I would like to try that one. YSL EDP in 2008. YSL what? YSL's a brand, not a fragrance. So what do you mean? What fragrance do you mean? YSL's a brand, not a fragrance. So I need you to elaborate. I'm trying, Dave. I'm trying 2 this week. 2. We don't have as big of a crowd. We were clipping 200 the other day, like most of the stream. But we've had 130 to 140 the whole time. I am grateful. I am thankful that people want to spend a little time talking fragrance and wrestling and random shit with me. Talking affordable niche has been the main topic because I truly believe it's the best value for your money. Above, all the designers I enjoy and the clones that we like and the over cloning that a lot of you like. Some of you want 10 clones of the same fragrance. Now, for reviewing purposes, I guess I get it. I understand. But just for collection purposes, ridiculous. Don't do that to yourself. Don't clone yourself to death, as I like to say. Oh, man. Now we're talking. It breaks my heart when people say old man with it, man. I was wearing that at school dances. I was a kid. True enthusiast doesn't care about performance. The scent is the nucleus of all this. Well said, sir. Summer Hammer's amazing. At the gym hitting cardio, that's what I'm talking about. Sangria is special. That is in the top 20 video that I still haven't done. I've been trying to do it all week. This hasn't worked out. Noble Fig's a good one. It is long discontinued at this point, though. I don't know what to tell you. They're quite different. One smells like Hachibat. The other one smells like Absolute Aventus with a little bit of some white florals. Not the same profile. There's mild similarity. I don't know. I've backed away from doing a lot of that stuff, Donna. I appreciate that, but there's always some sort of expectation, even if you say there isn't right now. Ask Jason Bircher about sending me decants and stuff. I've tried to really back away from doing that. I used to not accept anything for years, and then I started accepting it, and then people start sending me decants, and I've had people send me random bottles of things, and hey, man, just curious, what do you think if I don't get to it in a certain amount of time? So it's like I backed away from that again. I appreciate the thoughtful offer. I know you like me, and that's why you want to say, because you want to hear my thoughts on it. And I appreciate the generous thought. I know it's heartfelt, but I'm going to have to decline. I know that's not what you want to hear, and I know it's going to be disappointing to hear, but I appreciate the thought, but I'm going to have to decline. Because I normally get backed up pretty easy, and now right now it's like I've been so busy lately that trying to do these live streams, I've had to sacrifice making a regular video in the morning to shift my day in order to do a live stream in the evening that I run late to. I've been late to both times, have you noticed? So I didn't start on time. I started like 17 minutes late yesterday, and I started like 10 minutes late today, which I'm not in the past. I've never late. So I just don't have the time to get caught up on anything unless it's like super priority. Like I need to do this video. It makes sense financially for the channel to get views and stuff. You know what I mean? Unless it's like a hurry. I need to do this. I'd be dumb not to. Everything's like kind of just iffy at the moment. So I know it's kind of over explaining, but I feel bad declining. I want to really let you know where I'm coming from. Man, what an iconic fragrance. You can never go wrong with Versace Pour Homme. We need a flanker to that one. We need a concentration flanker. I need Pour Homme Parfum. Oh, yeah. And the aqua one, too. Me complimenting me. I like that. I like that thought process. So we're going to hang out for a few more minutes. We're in an hour 39 at this point, and then we're going to shut it down. And once I get to the bottom, we'll probably sign off. I need to eat. It's time for me to eat. This is the last week of the calories I'm at currently. Got to enjoy it. Toomey, 19 degree. Excellent choice. That was mentioned earlier, Gator. Oops, going down. No, not at all. No. Who told you you'd smell like an old man with Silver Mountain water? What fuckstick told you that? That is a chick magnet fragrance. Yes, dude. Women love Silver Mountain water. Not old women, women in general. Who told you? What curly head fuck on TikTok said that to you or said that in content? That's where you heard that shit. You're 23. You watch TikTok. I was in Biloxi. I swear to God, this happened. I was in Biloxi when we went the other day. We went in Burlington. I was looking at the fragrances. This chick and her boyfriend, they were in between 18 and 22 is the age range. And they were looking at, I forgot what Latafa and said, let's check TikTok real quick. And I said, oh, God, y'all are killing me. They said, what? I said, most of them don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I said, I'm not going to sit here and name names. I said, but don't do that. Don't do that. There's way better ways to get information. This happened. And they started laughing. I was like, because I wasn't going to be like, I'm a fragrance reviewer and I'm high and mighty. It wasn't nothing like that. It was like, oh, don't let TikTok be your source of trying to find out about a fragrance, because I'm not saying all TikTok content creators for fragrance don't break down a fragrance and actually break down a fragrance, but most of them don't. And if they do, they're reading the pyramid. They break it down according to going down the pyramid, a lot of them. I would say 20% of them actually can and are able to break down a fragrance and actually review it. Most of them just say random quick shit. So, yes, this really happened. Yes, I really said that to them. Should I just shut the fuck up? Probably, but I couldn't help myself because I was like, oh, I don't go to TikTok for that. Because I feel like that's where you heard that. That sounds like some shit that came from some young buck on TikTok. And I replaced the F with the B to be nicer by calling him a young buck. Am I right? How right am I that that's where you heard that? Because that, guys in the chat, sound off. Silver Mountain water. Old man fragrance. Now we're calling Silver Mountain water's DNA old man. That's new. Dude, you like it for a reason. It's not because it smells like your dad or your grandpa. That's not why you like it. It's incredible. It's fresh, inky, citrusy, a little herbal from the tea. It's a clean musk. It's a little metallic even. It's a beautiful, fresh fragrance, man. It's known to be very attractive to ladies. Please, you don't have to drop no names. Just confirm for me if I'm right that you heard that somewhere on TikTok. Don't put nobody on blast. I don't want to do that, but definitely put the platform out there if I'm right, because that's wild. That's fucking wild, man. Now that's an old man fragrance? What is happening to this place? What is happening? Wow. I'm really genuinely taken back by that shit. Sweet Woody affordable niche recommendation. Sweet Woody. Give me a moment. Do I have anything within range? This is woody, but is it sweet? No, not sweet enough. Sweet woody fragrance. Sweet woody niche. Sweet woody. Why am I drawing a blank? I can think of a lot of green woody fragrances off the top of my head, but why nothing sweet? Because I think designer when I'm thinking sweet woody fragrances. Nothing's really coming to mind. I'm kind of drawing a blank, unfortunately. Not every thought can be a winner. I'm sorry, man. Nothing's really, I'm sure the chat's going to weigh in immediately and I'll yay or nay on what I agree on and don't agree on, but yeah, I'm drawing a blank on that one for a reason. I apologize. I'm glad you're here. You caught us on the tail end. We're going to be signing off here in a little bit. No later than 2 hours. We did 2 hours and some change the other day. We're 15 minutes away from 2 hours. I'm not going to go past that. I'm so old. Do you remember? Are you? Iron Cologne. Ooh, Iron Cologne. That doesn't ring a bell. Doesn't sound familiar. Might be before my time. Born in 85. Started wearing fragrance around 94-ish, 95. That is good shit. Slap Sauvage Elixir. It's a deeper fragrance. It's got more going on. I don't think it's underrated. It had a day where it was super hyped. Michelle was hyping the dog shit out of that fragrance at one point. It's really good. I love the original Ambassador. I call it Mango Sauvage. So many people argue with me about that. I'm sticking to my guns. Mango Sauvage. Supremacy Collector's Edition is easily preferred by me. I like it more than actual Absolute Aventus, which literally right here within, I got one of my main decants of Absolute Aventus. I've got triple aged batch laying around here somewhere. It's one of the decants that's over here. I got like 4 carded samples, 2 decants of Absolute Aventus, and a decant triple aged. So it's like I don't need a bottle. I've got too much of that now. So I love Absolute Aventus, but I like the twist of the white blossoms, that little creamy white floral heart that it gets. I think it gives it extra character. I quite enjoy that about the fragrance. I believe it was top 3 release of the year for the category for me. It was my favorite clone release that year. I think that was 2023 that it came out, or it might have been 24. I think it was 24 that it came out. It was my clone of the year, a favorite affordable release / clone of the year. It's amazing. I definitely wouldn't take Hawass. Hawass Black's my least favorite Hawass. Even though it's a really good fragrance, I just far and wide prefer Supremacy Collector's Edition. Yeah, definitely a little bit. I like Bani more as far as their tropical fragrances. Mango Papaya. I mean, you can ask me some things now. I'm not going to coach you. I'm not taking any new clients. I have a very small number of clients right now that keep me busy as shit as it is. I got one in the off season and one getting ready. I just have those 2 because I really don't have the time for the 2, but I've taken a liking to them. So I'm sticking with them, and they like me. They want to stick with me. So I just have the 2. I don't do online stuff and all that because people are like, oh, but just do a video. No, I don't believe in the cookie cutter shit. I think everything needs to be dialed to the person, catered to the person's goals, the way they respond to things, just everything. When it comes to real goals, it requires individual assessment and individual forming of the plan, both new training and nutrition, supplements, everything involved. So I have a fitness channel that's just random, like posing little stuff for when I was in prep last time, and probably going to be that again, but I don't have like full workout videos and stuff like that. I don't have fucking time for a fitness channel. You can follow my fitness IG though. That's a little bit more intricate. At Ross.jc12 is my fitness IG page. I have 3 IG pages. I finally created one for my sneaker channel. Of course, I have one for this channel, and then I have my fitness page. But depends on what you want to ask. If it's too detailed and too intricate, I'm gonna say I'm not taking any clients right now. My apologies, sir. But if it's something I can get to quickly, sure, I'll answer it right here and now. But as far as like having a private conversation, no, I'm not taking any clients, sir. That happens all the time. People messaging me, and that's my response. Because I got to go into detail to give you the real answer. I have to find out information about you. I'm not going to give you some bullshit cookie cutter stuff. So you're going to take up a bunch of my time, and my time is super valuable these days. So when it comes to fitness, it's like if I'm not looking to take on clients, I'm not going to sit here and go into detail on stuff. If that makes sense. It may sound crazy to some of you, but any of you that are in the fitness world like that, competitively or seriously in any way, you totally get it. I'm beyond busy. So my time is valuable. When it comes to fitness, that's when it's the most valuable because there's so much that goes into that. Trust me, it's a lot that goes into it. Because if you're serious, you want a really good, successful coach, even if it's just lifestyle goals here. I'm not talking competitive goals, lifestyle goals. You want a really good coach. You really do. Is $200 to $300 a month worth really achieving your goals? Then you want a coach. You can get a good coach for $200 to $300 a month. And you'll say, oh, I don't want to spend that. You buy a lot of fragrances. Do you smoke cigarettes? That shit's like $10 a pack. I could go on and on. That's what I'm saying. Not the answer you were looking for, but the answer for me anyway. Some people may say this, that, or the other about me for it, but it's my real answer. But again, if it's like quick stuff I can answer here and now, I certainly will type it. But if it's stuff that's going to require like real detail for you specifically, to cater to you, that's beyond what you'll get on a live stream. Just being transparent, man. Just being transparent, because this happens a lot. This happens a lot. People message me all the time for this, and I get stuff in my comment section and all that. And I know there's people that make cookie cutter content, and people don't realize it's cookie cutter bullshit that may or may not work for them and their goals. But that's what most fitness content is, cookie cutter bullshit. Because it's not catered to you. Because it ain't going to necessarily work for you unless it's catered to you. Favorite homage. That's kind of tough. It's kind of a toss-up between Reflection and Epic. Still my favorites. That is a good one. I have tried it. I still need to get a bottle. Yes, it is. It's a really good one, too, for the money. I like it. Yep. Yeah, I think it's a legend. Kind of. I don't disagree. Yeah, I don't like the owner, so I won't recommend shit from him. I haven't tried nothing, nor will I. Probably not. No shade to Cal. I just have no interest. Nitro White in the new 9 p.m. Good to see you, my man. I'm Wash, Reflection Man. Speaking of FWO for life, that's what I'm talking about. Title screams at me. Macy's. I got Polo Red X. Pretty solid release, too. One for Super Ligera. Picked up Dracar Bleu. That's a good one. With Dracar Noir and Legend. Super sweet syrupy fragrance. That's some good shit from Michael Jordan. Ordered for nostalgia purposes. Yeah, it's still good. Oud Mineral. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I've got the old version and the new signature line version. That was really good. I appreciate you, sir. Welcome from Brazil. Party in the Bay. Forgot to sample it. It's really good. It's Virgin Island water-esque. Already answered that. My bottle's old, though, but my bottle was pretty beastly. My bottle was several years old. Saw a video that pass interference, no call. Oh, the pass interference, no call, Saints Rams. Jesus. Oh, man. What a God. I think we'd have beat the Patriots that year if we went to the Super Bowl, too. One that would surprise you, wild fruits from Mancera. A lot of citruses and fruits, really fresh. Underrated. It's like $70 too for 4 ounce. Yeah, I mean, we got a few more minutes. We'll shut it down in the 2-hour marks. We got 7 more minutes. We'll hang for a little bit longer. 2 hours seems to be the mark these days. Oracle. Of course, I'm going to give you that answer. Soon. It's a hit. Better than Precious Treasure. Definitely better than Precious Treasure. Anybody like Precious Treasure is going to love the shit out of this one. Top 3 mind games. That is easy. French Defense, Mentor Jadobe. That is easy. I actually ranked my mind games fragrances. Type in TLTG mind games and search. I did that video recently, like a month and a half ago, something like that. I think I did in December. Ooh. The whole line is legit. And the EDT is still a good one. Yeah, I agree. I don't have enough experience with the brand to do that. I've only tried 2 fragrances from them. Yes, it's kind of a toss-up, but man, it's hard to pick it. Like, even though I didn't rank it the highest of the bunch, the one I gravitate to the most is 5 Senses because it smells like a Fougere Gourmand. Like I get gingerbread cookie and aromatic Fougere. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird good. There it is. Right here. Good shit. Good shit. I wore Game of Joy was the last one I wore. A couple weeks ago, I wore Game of Joy. Super fruity. Fun fragrance. I appreciate the super sticker, sir. Thank you. I appreciate that, Donna. Thank you. I hate declining because I know it's a heartfelt offer and gesture. You know? No question, just thanks. So I appreciate you, man. I look, like I said, when I go on these long, like maybe not what you want to hear answers, I always hope that people can respect that I'm being truthful, honest, and transparent with what my thoughts, and I'm not beating around the bush or giving you the runaround. Just I'm going to tell you what I'm really thinking and why. So I hope at least people can respect the answer, even though it's not the answer they're going to want. I'm always going to be honest with you. We've been needing that. Look, I'd like to see like Dylan Blue Parfum, but not as much as I'd like to see Versace Pour Homme Parfum. Well, yeah, I mean, why not? Wear what you want when you want. I agree. If you like it, rock that shit. Now, don't be an asshole and spray that shit 10 to 15 times and go to the grocery store. Now you're just being a dick. Now you're being a dick. You smell like some ass crack walking through, they bathed in cologne. But I mean, wear what you want when you want. There's no real guidelines or written rules that anybody has to follow. There's just things that are more ideal for certain situations, attires, and seasons than others. But all in all, just wear whatever the fuck you want whenever you want to wear it. Here we go. Creed Silver Mountain Waters Fire. This, now I know where we're at. Yes. Timeless is more like it. I agree. As long as my wife loves how I smell, I don't give a shit about anyone else's opinion. Excellent point. Thank you. Thank you, sir. I was literally blown away by that. Like somebody put that in his head. That's not his thoughts. He likes it. I'm glad you like it, sir. I forgot the gentleman's name. That's 23. I'm glad you like Silver Mountain Water. I'm genuinely like, somebody said that, whether directly to you or in content you saw. Somebody said Silver Mountain Water is an old man fragrance, and that fuckstick's an idiot. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's somebody that's a friend of mine. None of my friends would say that, but that's fucking crazy. That's crazy talk. That's like that. I can't believe that's where we're at. We're calling fragrances like that an old man fragrance. I've never tried that one. Not that one. And it's Armaf, not Afnan. I know you meant Armaf. I wore my Limoni last night. Limoni. Oh, God, that would be hilarious, right? If Old Spice is the hip new thing, but Silver Mountain Water's an old man. That could be that. You never know. Tobacco Rose. Ooh, that is a thick fragrance. Got a catch in my throat saying that. That shit, that is a thick rose. I used to have a 5 ml decant of it. Made my eye water and everything. Like literally my throat like dried up and just like caught. Weird. Damn. Got motherfucker crying over here. I'm telling you. So, yeah, it's a phenomenal fragrance. That's one I wouldn't mind having a bottle of. No put on, but no, I don't call any names out, but just confirm if it was TikTok for me. Michael Malone, Wood and Cardamom. I'm an Ocean Noir guy from that brand. Escandalo. Ooh, beautiful citrus from day 3. Yeah, I know I'm not the only one that feels that way. It smells like a version of Sauvage that's heavy on mango at the top. It's amazing. I hardly buy backups anymore. The main stuff I got backups on is all of George's fragrances. You know why? Because I can just ask for them. Just in case. Just in case. Let's just say I know a guy. Welcome. We're literally about to shut it down as soon as I get to the bottom of these comments because we're about to hit 2 hours. But I'm sorry you're catching this at the end here, though. I've never tried it. I don't know any of the Hummer fragrances. Wood Infusion by Goldfield and Banks. I knew somebody was going to weigh in on that at some point. Hell yeah, let them know. Let them know, man. Hey, Andrew, good to see you, man. Seamless Soul, great choice. Okay, here we go. Where you coming from is the answer I'm looking for. Straight up, no BS. My man. That's what I'm saying. If you got something quick to talk about right here that we can spend 1 or 2 minutes talking about, sure. But if it's in like detail, like, hey, man, I'm trying to make this happen. I'd like to do this. That's me coaching you. That's I got to really like get into it to really help. Because that's the kind of thing I don't want to shortchange you. But I also know what goes into really trying to work things out for you to get you a plan to follow because you want to get somebody really down the path for these types of things. because I've learned a shitload in the last few years since I started competing and dealing with coaches and pros, and I have a couple of pros that I'm mentored by. Um, and like me and my coach, we're at a point to where we coach me together because I've learned so much of the tricks of the trade, as far as food and mineral manipulation. Like like Max, the 19-year-old natural kid that I got ready for the show in December, was able to dry him out just on food and mineral manipulation and water manipulation. I had him peeled in 5 weeks. No anabolic help, no diuretics, no none of that. It's because I've learned the tricks of the trade. It's like that was a test for me, my first client. He needed the help. He wanted the help. It was recommended through a friend, Hercules, George's employee / assistant. It's a real good friend of his, pretty much his best friend. They called me wanting some advice one day, and it was like, man, I can't leave this kid hanging. He had some bad advice, some half-ass coaching, so I took over, and we had a great experience together. Now that's my guy going forward. That's my first client. But look, I don't know everything. I'm not some super over-the-top experienced guy, but I've gotten to the point to where I'm comfortable to help others. I honestly don't feel like I need a coach anymore. I just like having John. John's my boy. There's still always something. I learn something every day, but I've learned enough to where I can share the knowledge at this point. And that's just going to be continuing education. I've always had mentors through the years, but now that I'm competitive and serious over the last few years, it's just furthered faster, more detail, much more detail in the education, and that'll just continue. So that's why I don't want anybody to sit here and think I'm some know-it-all kind of shit. I'm not. But I have learned a lot of tricks to the trade at this stage. So I know there's a lot more I can help with, but at the same time, it's a time is valuable kind of thing. And I have to treat it that way. I just have to, I appreciate that. Good to see you, sir. French Riviera, hell to the yeah. Seamless Soul is fire. Night Out. It's not even close. I like Night Out more. I like that fruitiness to it. It's different fruitiness, not the pineapple and everything. Carb Blue's good, man. For the money, it's kind of like YSL YADP, but cheaper, much cheaper. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, I always give a genuine answer. Like I said, sometimes it's not what you're going to want to hear, and maybe my approach can be a little rough sometimes. I try not to be. Sometimes I'm doing it to be funny with being rough, but you'll be able to tell I'm trying to be funny. But whether I'm being funny or not, it's up to you guys, right? But I'm always trying to give you a real answer here. Like I said, I never try to get people to run around and shit because I don't want to get that either. Smoky Rose Athenite is what it's called now from Zaharoff. That's easy. Or if you want a warmer, spicier, woodier one that's a Smoky Rose, you can go with Halfeti Black Rose. Zaharoff has 2 phenomenal rose fragrances. Phenomenal. AJ Styles type of phenomenal. Mm-hmm. Terry MS EDP Intense, I think, was one of the 10 or 12. Oh, it was 12 is what I did today. One of the 12 best designer fragrances released last year. That dry lava rock and coffee with the Terry MS DNA is fantastic. I am a big, big advocate for that being an awesome fragrance. Appreciate you, Blaine. For cutting, the type of calorie matters more. It's not just macros. It's the type of calorie. The cleaner the eating, the better, because you have to understand there's foods that and chemicals in foods that'll cause inflammation. You want to get away from all dairy that causes bloating, whether you're lactose intolerant or not. You don't want whey concentrate as your protein. It causes bloating. You want isolate only. There's so much that goes into that. The clean eating, as it's called, there's a reason for it. When you're cutting, there's little nuance to it that makes huge difference. Very specific foods. Very, very specific foods. Like, for example, to help digest, to get all your meals in, because you still need to eat 5 to 6 meals a day cutting, you just portion lower calorie dense foods and so on, certain greens. You want to cook with certain oils and only a small amount because it depends on your fats goals for the day. But sodium manipulation, asparagus helps. It's a natural diuretic, so you can cut some of the water weight. As well as, where was I going with the type of calorie? Your fats from coconut oils, olive oils, avocados. Pineapple helps break down beef to digest easier. So when you're having your lean ground beefs or a lean steak or something like that at one of your meals, you can break it down easier to digest faster. The acidity of the pineapple works really well with your stomach acid to help break down the beef. Not everybody knows these things, but in the bodybuilding world, in the fitness world, they know that when it comes to nutrition. Nutritionists know these, dietitians and such know these things. Not the average person doesn't know that. That's something I learned in the last couple of years. Specifically with beef, it helps break it down. Not just with chicken, it's more so with beef. So there's little things like that because, you, like I said, you still want to get your gut health. It's very overlooked. Your gut health is number one. Until you get your gut health in order, it's going to be hard to achieve your goals, whether you're trying to gain weight or lose weight. It's super important. Really good pro and prebiotics, strong pro and prebiotics with fiber powders, glutamine. If you can stomach drinking the aloe vera juice, I can't. I don't like it, the consistency of it, but it really is good for gut health. As well as the super greens, the kale powders and all these things that are probiotic loaded. The super greens powders, I have that every single morning with a scoop of prebiotic fiber, as well as 2 5-gram scoops of L-glutamine. I have a time-released 50 billion CFU pro and prebiotic. I have a very strong pro and prebiotic. You got to work your way up to that. I started at 13 billion and worked my way to the 50 billion one. And they got stronger than 50 billion, but 50 billion is the sweet spot for me. Really helps with digestion, obviously. But I have that after cardio, fasted, empty stomach to start my day every day for years now. I've been drinking that every morning for years. My digestive tract runs like a fucking champ. So get your gut health in order first. Get away from dairy, whether you're lactose intolerant or not. It's just worse if you're lactose intolerant. You'll eliminate some bloating. Little things like that people don't fucking think of make huge differences. That's little tips and tricks too that not everybody knows. You may know this, but if you don't, that kind of stuff is helpful. Hello. I have not. It's supposed to come in tomorrow. I don't know what the hell. Venom's been announced for like a year now. I haven't seen it anywhere. A fragrance didn't make me start making content. I just wanted to talk about fragrance. That was all. But I have videos on the topic of what got me started in my Mount Rushmore with my love for fragrances when I was a kid, because I've been into fragrances since I was a little kid. So I have videos on the topic if you'd like to support the channel, because we're beyond 2 hours. It's time to shut this motherfucker down. Like long-winded questions like I just answered, we're done with those. I'm trying to get to the bottom. It's time to shut this shit down. I need to fucking eat. I have to eat. My meal plan changes Monday morning. My protocols change Monday morning. My cardio regimen changes Monday morning. The way I'm getting to eat right now, it's Thursday. I got Friday, Saturday, Sunday left to eat this level of carbs. So love you guys, but daddy's got to eat. So, and the type of chicken I'm eating is going to change. I eat that real good chicken, the frozen section. It's actually really good for you, but I got to go to ground turkey after this, lean ground turkey, which is not fun. Be switching that out. So I got to enjoy my good stuff while I can. So I got to fuck off and go somewhere else. Anything besides Creed events? It smells really good. Maybe 140 at most. Got videos for that, man. Got videos for that. We literally did affordable niche video the other day. You got to look through my content, man. Look within the last 2 weeks. I have the perfect 10 niche list, as well as the best affordable niche fragrance list. You might want to check those 2 videos out. Those are both within the last 2 or so weeks. I make content for these things. I know you guys forget that. Best layering combination. You're going to have to ask somebody that layers. I don't believe in layering. I believe in wearing a fragrance. So I guess we're getting a bunch of answers nobody wants at this stage. It's really not super smoky, but I mean, rosé is definitely more smoky. Signature Noir, that's nice and smoky. Really? That's your prerogative, Bobby Brown. Yeah, it's been a lot. What is AG1? Aloe vera juice. Yeah, it's rough to stomach. I tried. I couldn't do it. I don't know. I mean, it's nothing crazy, but I mean, like, there's 2 more cookies I want to eat today. Today's my last day of snacking. No more snacks after today. There's 2 strawberry cheesecake cookies that are waiting for me after this meal that I should not be having this late. But I said today, because Heidi bought these cookies at Publix, and I was like, today's the day. I'm going to finish these fucking cookies. This is the end of snacking for me. I've already upped my cardio to 45 minutes in the morning. Well, there's, I put a little bit of coconut oil on it with some seared onions, some sauteed onions. It's not that bad. No, I don't layer. No, I would be lying to people if I did a layering video. No. I'm glad. I know you don't like the responses, but I will respond. Yeah, I don't layer because I believe it's disrespectful to the perfume. Because all right, I'm going to try to be quick because I need to shut this shit down. I told you guys. If I have these 2 and I'm like, I like to layer 9 p.m. night out with Herod. You know what that tells me? I don't like 9 p.m. night out enough to wear it on its own. I don't like Herod enough to wear it on its own. I really like them together. I don't think they're good separately, but together they're amazing. That's how I view that. If you need to wear something else with this, you don't really like this. If you need to wear something else with this, you don't really like this. And people will argue with me, but that's how I view it. That is my thoughts on it. So I don't layer. I just pick a fragrance and I wear it. I keep it simple. Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. I just pick a fragrance and I wear that motherfucker as intended by the perfumer. I wear the art as it was created. Tangerine Boy, I think it's the only one I've tried. No, I don't ask people randomly. I just, whenever somebody randomly speaks to me to give me the compliment or ask the question, that's when we dive a little further into the conversation. But I don't spark conversation. Hey, what do you think about what I'm wearing? Because that's I don't understand like the want to force the conversation. Like, I feel it needs to happen organically. Like, let the person have a natural intrigue and be compelled enough to ask any type of question or make a comment that would spark conversation on it. That's just how I feel about it. I never, unless it's like I'm by a friend that likes fragrance. Naturally, hey man, check out what I'm wearing today. That's different if I know they're into fragrance. But as far as like random people, I never do. I never would. I don't actively look to test in that manner. I know some people like to do the street videos where it smell this. What do you think about this? What do you think about that? Those are cool. I think that's good content, but it's not content I want to do because I don't want to like just try to stop people on the street. Like, hey, smell this. What do you think? Is this better than this? What would you rate this? It's fresh. 9 out of 10. Well, hey, you said it's fresh. You're just as good as Jeremy Fragrance. You learned the word fresh. That's also how some of those videos go because you're just asking random people. But I know that's maybe not exactly what you meant, but I'm just kind of elaborating further on my thoughts. I like the Elixir Absolute a little more because of that fruitiness that's added to it. Yes, sir. Yeah, it'll ruin ground turkey for you. You get sick of it. That's why I do not touch it in the off season. I hate the word off season, but in the building phase, the health phase and building phases, because I think off season's a lazy term because it means it's like you're not trying. It's how I feel about the term. I know everybody uses its common term off season. I look at bodybuilding as phases: cutting phase, recomping phase, recomposition phase, health phase, blast, as they like to call it, or growth phase, depending on if you're natural or not. It's phases. You go through phases, right? I'm about to start a detox phase on Monday, changing protocols, switching to just testing Primo, just cruise a little bit, come off some of the heavier shit I'm taking. Yes, I'm not natural. Surprise, for those of you who didn't know. Those of you that know anything about that know how mild Primo is. And yes, I have some real Primo. I know about the shortage and everything. I got real shit I got the tests. I tested it. I got a good source. But shut it down. Yeah, for sure. I need to, man. 2 hours and 15 minutes. We're losing people, too. We're down to 87. I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. And I'm not knocking for people that do. That's just how I feel about it. I don't knock a person for wanting it. You can wear 4 different fragrances. If you think it creates something that you love the smell of, go for it. Everybody's right to do things as they see fit. That's just how I view it. I have a video on it. Type in TLTG in the name of the fragrance and go check it out because I'm shutting this bitch down. Yeah, we're at the bottom. I'm literally, y'all have a good one. I'm shutting it down. I appreciate that. Yeah, we're shutting it down. No more. I need to go. 2 hours and 15 minutes is too long. I appreciate all of you hanging. Welcome to the new members. We will have next weekend. We'll have that video. We'll have a live stream again next week. I'm gonna try to do 2. I'm a promise 1 and hope for 2. I don't know what day will be the 1, but I'm gonna promise 1 and I'm gonna try to do 2. And I don't know what the topics will be. I don't know if we're doing some sniffing, if we'll be doing some shopping. We haven't done a shopping live stream in a while. We might go shopping where I take audience suggestions. I don't know. We'll figure something out, but we will be live at least once next week. Tomorrow morning's video is probably not going to happen tomorrow morning either because I got that tooth getting pulled. I'm hoping if my face isn't too swollen to do something in the afternoon, depending on what comes in, because the top 20 of my collection video is just it's going to take too long to do for an afternoon video. It wouldn't come out till the evening. That's kind of pointless. Just soon wait till the next day. So I'm going to eat. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for the questions. Thank you all for the respect and understanding the way I answer things sometimes, and being good sports about everything when it's an answer that you necessarily don't want to hear. But great conversation. I appreciate all of you. Seriously, thank you. Make sure to like the stream on your way out. We'll see you guys in the next one.